What's up, everybody? Welcome to week one. We have made it. Football season is finally here. So we are here to do a watch party for Packers versus Eagles. We are not in Brazil. The game is happening in Brazil. We're here at the piano desk hanging out with you fine folks this evening and the best fans in the world. So just to get you caught up in case you haven't seen all the news or posts on Facebook and Instagram and X and all that kind of stuff. So Ellis Merriweather, he has been elevated today. He is their only practice squad elevation. They did have the option to bring up more, but Ellis Merriweather was the lone player brought up. And in case you're wondering who the inactives are, Merriweather was brought up for a reason, because Marshawn Lloyd is not going to be making his NFL debut tonight. He is out. In fact, the entire list of inactives: Malik Heath, Marshawn Lloyd, Aaron Mosby, Brenton Cox Jr., Kadeem Telford, and Travis Glover. Now, the defensive ends there, not surprising. Those are two of the most overloaded positions on the 53. Plus, we know Mosby was out this entire week with some kind of personal matter as well. Lloyd hurt, but Malik Heath is the one that's a little, at least kind of semi-surprising. And I have a suspicion it's because against a banged-up Philly secondary, they know they're going to be passing a lot, and Malik Heath being the prodigal son in the run game for wide receivers, they might not have seen a clear enough role for him to activate him for this game. Notably, though, one player that was not called up on the practice squad was Sean Clifford, and that means that Malik Heath is indeed actually quarterback 2. So the dude's been here like 10 days, and yet here he is, quarterback 2. Frankly, I'm a little surprised. I'm impressed to learn an offense that quick. It was widely talked about when they maintained Clifford on the practice squad that he was probably going to be QB2 for the first couple weeks in order to let Malik Willis kind of get his feet wet, get going, learn the offense. No, that's not apparently the plan, as only Ellis Merriweather is brought up. So that's it. It's game time. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm excited. It still doesn't quite feel real, especially because it's a Friday, which does not help in my just like.
Yeah, this feels
not a preseason. Like, this is the real deal.
Like, this feels wrong. Like, it just feels so like, what are we doing here right now? This isn't a Friday night.
It's good to be here, but it is very, very weird.
Definitely. Janelle, what's up, Janelle?
It's go time.
Hey,
That's
man,
right,
it
baby.
absolutely is. Chris, what's up, Chris?
Ready for a good game tonight and that Packer dub. I sure hope so. Anthony's saying, what's good,
What's
fam?
up, Anthony?
So great to interact with you guys again. Also, you look good, John.
Oh,
there
thank
you.
Thank you. The alumni jacket we're all out tonight. Let's see what else we got.
Scott. Hi, Jon and Claudia.
Hi, Scott. Hello. Oh, Scott.
Had to throw it in there. Had to throw it in there.
I know. And he wasn't even the first kicker on the 53. They got rid of him right away. But you know what? I'm really happy with Narveson. By the way, if you didn't see it, apparently in the pregame warmups on the field, Narveson was good from 62. That'll play. That'll be just fine. The early returns on Narveson, granted, we haven't seen him in a game, but everything that man is saying, all the practice accounts from LaFleur and even Jair have been overwhelmingly positive about this guy. So the Packers have their own slightly thicker kicker, and I'm ready to see him kick for real.
Dolar Hyde saying Packers time.
What's up, Dolar Hyde? It is that time.
Will, how you doing?
Hey,
Watching with Cade at the Titletown live show. Go
Awesome.
Go Pack, go.
You guys have the time of your life tonight. Titletown looks awesome tonight. And I saw Greg Jennings is even there. They rolled out some of the higher profile alumni for this one. Pretty friggin' cool. So Titletown looks like an absolute party. But I'm ready to go. I talked in the bunch in the pregame show what I'm expecting from each coach, and I acknowledged it in the pregame show too. There's a certain level, because it's week one, of you can take all of that, all of the guesswork, be informed, sure, throw it out the freaking window, because we don't know which way this is going to go. There are no trends. There's no, especially with the coaching staff changes on Philadelphia's side especially, but also Green Bay's defense. Week 1 teams look totally different than Week 17 teams. And there's really no better evidence than that of even last night, Ravens versus Chiefs. Because those two teams will look a lot better than they did last night later on in the year. There was some sloppy football last night, and I don't think this is going to be all that different.
Anthony saying, can't believe football is back. I'm so excited. It's been a rough and boring 6 months. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
How it feels so different this year. And I think it also just doesn't help that last year's off season was dramatic.
Yeah.
There were plenty of other storylines that you had to watch.
That's
where
true.
This off season, it was very quiet, which is nice, appreciated. We don't need to go back to a will he, won't he. But it's just a very okay, let's go.
I think the thing was for us, for Packer fans, so often we've grown used to an offseason that is, it has out of the norm events. This was still an eventful offseason in that they signed some big free agents. They've got a new coordinator, but it was a normal offseason. And frankly, that's not what we're used to. And that's even taking into account the quarterback getting a new contract. So, it does have a certain feel like we're here, and it doesn't really feel like we're supposed to be here quite yet. And that's pretty darn cool. Will, what you got?
Literally have you two up, and I'm standing with my teacher watching it on the big screen.
Awesome. You, Thanks, Will. Really appreciate it. G-Man.
Welcome all who is ready. I'm ready as we're staring at the kickoff line right now.
That's right. And they even have the new landing zone highlighted in yellow on the telecast. So we'll see. I know last night there weren't exactly any returns that were noteworthy. We'll see if that sticks tonight.
Here we go.
There it is, the kick from, I do believe that's Elliott handling the kicks, and
there's already a flag.
Oh, sweet goodness. Holy crap. Okay. Well, the Packers win the toss. They want the ball first, and the very first kick in Brazil has a flag attached to it. So somebody moved, something did something, and we'll find out exactly what it is for this historic call. All right.
Philadelphia moved.
That's an illegal formation on the kicking team. You can't do that, but we'll take it. That's all right. Chris, what you got?
Was it Manchester City that came to Green Bay and played? You think they became Packer fans? Imagine the Brazil faithful did the same. I did as they were playing because they played the United States national anthem, of course, and then they played the Brazil national anthem. Yep. And they showed all the fans that were singing along, and I gotta say, I personally didn't see any Brazil people that were singing along to the national anthem in jerseys that were not Packers.
Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs. He is absorbed in the backfield. He really had nowhere to go. Williams, amongst others, in on the tackle. Loss of probably about 2 on the very first play of the season. But I mean, Brazil, this has been well documented. The Brazilian fan base is more favoring the Packers than any other franchise in the NFL. It's believed to be part of the reason why the Packers got sent down to Brazil for this game. And so it should have a relatively homish feel. All right, so 2nd and 11.
Most creative motion, dropping back, quick toss to Christian Watson.
There we go. Couple yard gain there for Christian. Should set up 3rd and intermediate now. We'll see exactly what we got. G-Man saying...
Well, that's a unique camera perspective for the game.
Yeah, kind of is, isn't it? It's almost angled. We'll have to see if they stick with that or if that adjusts as they go on down the field. Wonder why that is.
I wonder how much is up to them versus the capabilities of the stadium they're in.
That could be too. Love in shotgun, empty set, except check that. Never mind. Some audibling going on, it appears. So Love calling Jacobs, who's now joining him in the backfield.
At 3rd and 6.
Love takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his left, and he hits
caught.
Romeo Doubs. That's a first down for the Green Bay Packers. We'll take it.
Right? As long as we can convert these 3rd downs, we'll have a good season.
Oh, absolutely. Not a bad pass there from Love. Little low. Doubs did have to adjust, but nice route to get the separation from Doubs and resulting in a first down. I did say in the pregame show, I think this is going to be a lot of, let's say, nickel and diming, death by 1,000 paper cuts. work their way down the field in order to open up some big plays. 1st and 10 now, Wicks in motion. Love handing it off to Jacobs, who tries to find some space, winds up gaining 4 up about the middle. And 2, I said, don't plan on running up the middle a lot tonight. This needs to go more to the outsides. The defensive ends for the Philadelphia Eagles are not tremendously talented at run defense. They're much better pass rushers than they are run defense. I'm referring to Sweat and then also Bryce Huff. The guys up the middle, though, they're at least good enough against the run, and they're also so much bigger. So I like the matchup on the outside a lot more than I do on the inside.
2nd and 6. We got Reed in motion.
Love under center takes a snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who again goes up the middle and is stopped immediately, that time by Zach Bond, the linebacker.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will. Will saying, great conversation. Thank you, Will. All right, here we go. Quick snap here for Love. He drops back and he finds. We got flags everywhere, but it's complete to Jaden Reed, who stays on his feet. And Jaden Reed gets into the end zone, but will it count?
Depending on what the flags are, this could be a touchdown.
Honestly, I have no idea, but that could be a touchdown for Jaden Reed. Broke 2 tackles, got into the end zone. Love certainly snapped it before it looked like many people were ready.
Including the camera.
Yeah. Full-on huddle going on right now for 6 different referees discussing. Good. Test them early.
Right? What a way to start out the game.
It's week 1 for the refs, too. Oh, Packers offense
walking back.
Looks like it's staying on the field, but Sirianni looks angry.
Both teams had fouls.
All right, so offsetting penalties, fine. It's nothing changes.
Apparently, everybody just had 12 players on them.
Yeah. Love saw his chance, and I think he got a little too excited for it. And I think that's
because there's one. Yep.
Yeah, that looks like Musgrave that didn't get all the way off the field,
as well as a Eagles defender.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things with that trick, Love, is you got to make sure you dudes are off too, or else don't do it. Love takes the snap, dropping back on 3rd and 6. We're airing it out to Watson. Some contact from Mitchell, but ultimately no flag. Incomplete pass into the end zone, setting up 4th and 6, and perhaps the debut of Braden Narveson. Yeah. And I would like to see that again. I mean, it's Watson against Mitchell, the 1st-round pick of the Eagles. And it was just a simple go out there and run faster than him, Christian. But didn't happen. Mitchell was there, and there wasn't enough to draw a flag on it.
Yeah.
So there you go, 4th and 6. And no Narveson. Love appears as of right now to be staying on the field. Kevin Kebbles, what's up, Kebbles?
I'm late. What did I miss? We tried to run up the middle twice, and it didn't work. And then we converted a 3rd down, and then we almost got a touchdown. However, both teams had 12 men on the field, which big no-no. So
indeed.
now, we are in the red zone.
Yeah.
4th and 6?
We are not quite yet to the red zone.
Okay, almost.
But 4th and 6, so I think we're somewhere around the 40. But some counseling going on.
We are unsure if our kicker is going in or not.
Yeah. Sirianni looks upset, which might just be his face.
It could be.
It's just kind of his face. Not a very charming fellow.
Yeah, Love is...
They were staying on.
Staying on
Here we go. 4th down. Big early 4th down.
I mean, it is early in the game.
Yeah. And LaFleur did say that having a brand new kicker would impact his decision-making on 4th down. Maybe this plays into it here. But 4th and 6, Love in shotgun, Jacobs with him, Wicks motioning out. The offensive line moves way before the snap happens, and so there's another flag. There's mass confusion. Yeah, 4 dudes from the line moved before that snap happened.
And the floor is not happy.
No, nor should he be. Yeah, and that's on Green Bay. So 4th and so it looks like Tom was the earliest offender of the bunch. So that takes that 4th and 6, going to make it 4th and 11. And yeah, this might have just become Dan Whelan territory. Indeed, the Irishman kicking on another continent. Oh, an all-world punter in so many ways. Kevin Kebbles. Oh, we forgot the kicker at the airport.
Amanda saying, who had bet on false start on first drive?
Somebody's got money on it.
Right.
You know it. You know it. It's one of the reasons you play starters in the preseason. I get it, but I do wish the starters had played a little bit more this year than 3 snaps. All right, so Whelan takes the snap from Orzik, and it goes up. And wave for the fair catch, but it goes out of bounds. Should get marked at about the 10-ish, the 8. We'll see exactly where they mark it.
David saying, hi, John.
Hi, David. How are you today? All right. Well, that is the first Packers drive of what is hopefully a Super Bowl season. It ends with the punt. How exciting.
Woo!
Yes. Yes, indeed. So that's it. We'll see. I don't know. It just feels like if the run game is going to have success today, and maybe they're doing some sacrificial lamb runs, as y'all know I call them, early on, that can make some sense. But it feels like you're just setting yourself up for failure by running straight at these incredibly talented defensive tackles. And even Williams, the lower on the depth chart for their defensive tackles, he's a capable run defender. Bond, who made a stop on Jacobs. Nakobe Dean, their other linebacker, he was one of their best run defenders last year. It just feels like one of those games where if you're going to have more success running the ball, you have to start doing it outside. Part of the problem is, though, that's not fully Jacobs' game. So it is kind of, this is the roughest portion of the matchup for the Packers offense against Philly's defense. And this first drive wasn't exactly encouraging in like trying to do something different. We'll see.
Well, and we saw that quite a bit last year of the first and second downs weren't capitalized upon enough. You know, we were doing these sacrificial lamb runs, which have their place.
Yeah.
However, when 9 times out of 10, your first down is either a loss of yards or a gain of 3, at what point do you need to take those first downs and actually capitalize and run on them in a way that gets you more yards so that you're not constantly coming up on behind with a 3rd and intermediate, 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Trying to set yourself up for more success rather than trying to catch up on yourself.
And that was, that was so reminiscent of early season offense last year in that, like, whenever it got to be 3rd down, they were behind the sticks. It was always 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. It wasn't high percentage 3rd downs to go out and get, which is not advantageous for a young offense. So, like, we have to see some progress in that form just to get it going. Oh, the Eagles are doing a watch party in their stadium. That's pretty freaking cool. All right, Will.
Hard to watch us punt there. Yeah.
Agreed.
Not
Agreed.
ideal.
Disappointing end to the first drive. All right, so here we go. Philly with the ball on the 10. Hurts under center. And we got 11:40 to go in the first. And, oh, nope, we don't get to see. Yeah, nope, not yet. I can answer this one quick while we're waiting. Sean Ryan is starting, but LaFleur said Morgan is expected to
toss, and he falls.
Oh, what a first carry for Saquon. Love it. Now, there was some reporting pregame, so this surface is the same hybrid surface that's in Lambeau. And meaning that it's like mostly grass, but it has this kind of foundation of some synthetic. That's the exact same surface that's in Lambeau. Apparently, pregame, I forget who said it, but the Packers looked totally fine. A bunch of the Eagles kept on slipping and sliding. They weren't used to this kind of surface.
So now we're at 2nd and 15.
-5 on the carry by Barkley. So Hurts takes the snap. He drops back into the end zone, but then he airs it out.
Nothing.
Ooh, that's not caught.
He was covered by a good 3 people there.
Including Xavier McKinney over the top. Oh, it's so nice to see him in a Packer uniform. All right, let's see what else we got here. Catching up quick.
Kevin Kevel saying Packers giving the people what they want. A look at the defense. Also, in all of my Madden games, I could not run at all, gave up, and just started chucking it.
Yeah, I know I'm getting Madden this year. I just got to bite the bullet and do it. Like I got to get there. I know I didn't buy it last year because I was like more of the same crap. Now I got to get it. I have to
Third
get it this
and
year.
15. Hurts dropping back.
Oh, Hurts
lofted
airing it out.
He's still going.
Xavier McKinney with the pick. Packers should be taking over with the ball at about the 23. Build the statue for Jeff Hafley now. Yes.
This is that more aggressive defense that everyone's been calling for.
Yes.
This was beautiful. Xavier McKinney read that like a book.
Well, and what's interesting here is Quay Walker was the main person in coverage on Devonta Smith, which is not a matchup you want very often. But still, the throw was underthrown. Looked like almost maybe Devonta was supposed to come back, or it was just a bad throw. Either way, Xavier McKinney read that like a book, adjusted, caught it, interception. Packers. They're not going to take over with the ball,
What
at least in field goal.
Perfect, first.
Woo! Xavier
McKinney's first time being on the field
amen.
as a Packer, going against the Eagles, and comes out with an interception.
Yes,
I mean,
indeedy.
yes, please.
Ball on the 19. Love, empty set. Takes the snap. Oh,
And
boy. But
Exactly.
down he goes. I think that was Zach Bond on the sack. Yeah, that's less than ideal. So going to be second and long here.
Janelle saying, worth every penny McKinney.
I
That's
can get with
right.
that nickname for sure. Let's see.
Jacob saying, our defense is so good they can't get out of the backfield.
Yeah. Good to see.
Huge pick from Will.
Kebbles.
Would explain why
Oh,
Green Bay
but we
practiced-
got a flag on Philly. Right? And so Jalen Carter
Yeah.
there.
half the distance to the goal is what the captions are saying.
Yeah, I want to see a replay what it actually was. Sirianni looks
Hey,
sad. That's sad.
Peacock, you want to show us what it is?
No?
Nope.
You don't want to?
We don't get to know. There's a flag.
We now pay for you, and you're not even going to show us the replays. Nonsense.
Cam Campbell saying would explain why Green Bay practiced.
That
on their
does help to
actual
make
field
sense.
then.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs, who
Gains
nothing.
like nothing. Yeah,
If not a loss.
that one was actually at least a little bit more to the outside. It was closer to the tackle. Okay,
Oh.
so it was after the sack of Love.
Oh, yeah, because then he reached for the face mask.
Jalen Carter reached for Zach Tom's face mask, little pushing, little shoving. He knocked Zach Tom down. Tom maybe had a little bit of performance art in there, but nonetheless, that was the penalty that got Green Bay a new first down. So 2nd and 10 now for the Packers. AFAM saying.
Wow, Xavier McKinney just earned his entire contract. Our safeties have been so bad.
They really have.
All right, we got
gonna be
motion
refreshing.
from Wicks.
Love play
dropping
action.
back.
Oh,
Ooh, that
pressure
was
coming from the left, but he hits Musgrave.
That was an absolute awful throw.
And
there's a flag.
maybe it gets him back, but they're slipping and sliding.
Looks
and
like,
we got
yeah.
a flag. 9:31 to go in the first. What you got, Tolbert? Okay, that's holding on Green Bay. Back it up. Back it up.
So now, it'll be a 3rd down.
AFAM,
How did you get the Hall of Fame jacket?
Packers tent sale last year. They put out these were the ones from 15 years ago. They put out their whole
Love
old fleet of
slipped
them.
on that. That's why his throw was so awful.
Yeah. But Musgrave stayed on his feet.
Yes, you did.
Take the
I'm
little
proud.
victories.
I'm proud.
So 2nd and 20 now for Green Bay following the holding
All right.
penalty. They're now on the 22, so basically back where we started. A few yards back, I think, actually. Love takes the snap, and he finds...
Oh,
He-
Wicks drops it.
He found Ontavian Wicks. Wicks did not find the ball. It wasn't a perfect throw, but still should have been a catch.
It was in his hands.
And so that is an incompletion. Going to set up 3rd and 20.
Yikes, Batman. If I'm saying I hate Matt LaFleur and his infatuation for running the ball, except for when we wanted him to run the ball with Aaron Jones.
Yeah, see, it's what I would say I hate is more so the streakiness that LaFleur uses the running back, because you see it so often where some drives will be run, and then other drives will go a quarter and a half without a carry.
Read
That's
in
frustrating.
motion. Love takes a snap, drops back.
And
Quick
it's a
pass to Jacobs.
screen to Jacobs, who tries to find some kind of lane, but he finds a few, gains maybe 7. So at least makes 4th down a lot shorter, but it doesn't really matter, as Gary says.
About to see the kicker.
Let's see the new guy. All right, what else we got here? Ray, what's up, Ray?
What a solid free agent pickup and Xavier McKinney. Let's go.
Yes,
That's
indeedy.
right.
Yes, indeedy. David, I don't know if I clicked on this one.
You two are awesome. Oh, thanks, David.
Thanks, David. Thank you. Let's see. Bam.
Avon don't want any running 15 times a game.
Hey, fam, don't want it. I get it.
All right,
Let's see.
here's the kicker.
Hold by Wheelan Narvison. That's good.
Right
That's
down
good.
the middle.
We might have a kicker.
Chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Yep. Hey,
We are on the board.
even Carlson hit all of his kicks for the first 7 weeks last year. But still, right now we got a kicker. Just saying. Just saying.
Just enjoy the happiness while we have
Scott, I hope you're happy. But Packers at the first lead of the year.
it. Un momento.
There we go.
Por favor.
All right, what else we
Janelle
got?
saying that field goal looks so natural.
Yes. And I think that's one of the things I said when they very first picked up Narvison. Like, I talked about it all camp wrong. Like, I know you know, but nothing about Carlson and the way that he was kicking this camp looked natural. It didn't look comfortable. Narvison, he's a little bit more of a thick-legged kicker. That's why I called him a thicker kicker in the beginning. But man, his follow-through, the whole thing, it just looks so natural. I'm not saying he's going to be a great kicker forever. Obviously, I'm hopeful. But it is so nice just to see a kicker where it looks normal. It looks natural for him to kick the ball. It's really refreshing. And hopefully it just means good things. That's all.
Kevin Kettle saying, congrats, offense. You'll be playing more preseason next year. Maybe.
Maybe. I just more than 3 snaps.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Big Al saying,
What's up,
hi,
Big
John.
Al?
And just like that, did we find a Mason Crosby replacement?
Here's hoping.
It's early yet.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but like going around, like there was a meme going around of it is unbelievable to think that the Packers had an easier time replacing Aaron Rodgers than Mason Crosby.
Right?
And yet, here we are. Maybe we did it. We'll
Maybe.
find out soon
There's
enough.
still time. Chris Hand saying Captain Jack Sparrow sailing off in the sunset, and the last thing he says is the Packers have a kicker.
It's so beautiful. Bring a tear to the eye. Let's just all hope for the best, right? I like what Captain Kebbles normally says. Like years ago, when we were wishing for a competent punter, we just didn't know it'd cost us a kicker, and yet here we are. And AFAM saying, "He a thick boy." Yes, especially for being a kicker. He thick. Yeah.
Yeah. Even saying that kick was hooking a little, but still very solid.
We will take it. It at least was in the middle, which
Yes.
is also a refreshing change.
WHS
up, Pioneer?
Pioneer saying been very sloppy so far.
Yes.
Yes.
And there goes the kick. It bounces to the returner, who scoops it up at about the 4, and woof!
Is down at the 15.
That bobble helped a whole heck of a lot, as Edgerrin Cooper, I believe he's going to be credited with the tackle, gets his first career tackle. And on special teams, who saw that coming? Pioneer, it has. Luckily for Philly, it has been sloppy for them as well. Not totally unlike Chiefs Ravens last night. And I fully, personally believe that this is one of the consequences of starters not playing preseason. First 2-3 weeks look like preseason football because they just haven't played together in a game against somebody else. So hopefully they get it together quick, right? All right, here we go. Snap for Hurts. He's under center. They got the ball at the 16. That's where it was marked, and he hands it off to Saquon, who goes up the middle before he's partially absorbed by TJ Slayton. Rashawn Gary combining on the tackle.
Maybe a gain of 3.
Tyler, what's up, Tyler?
How about McKinney getting a pick on the first defensive possession? I mean,
it was nice to
welcome
see,
to
right?
the pack.
For those that don't know, Tyler here from Wisco Fanatics. Very, very nice to see you, Tyler. Thanks for joining us, man. Aren't you doing your own watch party? Are you multitasking right now? Really, really appreciate it, man. All right, here we go. Hurts in shotgun, takes the snap, throws left into the backfield to number 88. I do believe that's Goddard. Gains maybe one to set up third down. Looked like Javon Bullard might have been his first career tackle. Get all these things out of the way.
Multitasking king over here.
You're a champ, Tyler. I can't imagine multitasking right now, but I really appreciate it.
It helps when you
dude.
have multiple hosts.
We got to get together for another show again soon, Tyler. I know we got to talk. Let's
Third
see.
and 6 for the Philadelphia Eagles.
3rd and 6. Let's see. Kevin Kebbell saying.
I like this kicking rule again.
Oh, and a snap.
I think it might be recovered by the Packers.
It dinked off of Hurts' hand. It looked like maybe his face mask. Let's see a replay. Devontae Wyatt looks to be the one that scoops up the ball. And this might be another Packer. Build the statue for Halfley. It's time. Wow, what a start. And then the thing is, too, I got to say, I don't even feel like it's because the defense is being incredible.
Yeah.
Philly's just kind of appearing that sloppy right now. And let's see.
Oh,
it came in too early
at all.
Yeah, you replace a Hall of Fame center. This is what you deal with sometimes.
Yes,
Cam Jurgens snaps it too quick.
Yeah, this is...
Hurts was not ready at all. Wyatt, Johnny on the spot, or Devontae on the spot, smothers it and gets the ball for Green Bay. Ooh, Jurgens, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble on that one. Mm-hmm. So Green Bay now taking over with the ball at the 18-yard line. Love under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Josh Jacobs, who runs to the outside, who makes a man miss, and gains about 8. But yeah, there's a flag.
Big Al saying it's crazy the first drive. Both teams had 12 men on the field. Personally, I would let it play its even amount. I mean, right? Like, can't say that one team has an advantage.
Oh, and it's holding on Green Bay again.
Of course.
Why? But I mean, it would be a cool alternate reality, right? Where both coaches look at each other and go, "We're gonna do 30 players this time. Let's have some fun." Like, just make it even. Fun alternate reality. But there it is. There's the hold, and that's gonna back it up. 2nd and 20 now for Green Bay.
Come on, offense. You got to
put it next to the Bronze Pond. We can have Fonz and Halfley in Milwaukee. Right. Love it. All right. And also saying, what a surprise. A first down run. At least that one was to the outside.
All right. We got Reed in motion.
Here we go. Throw to Reed coming off that motion, and he hops over a defender before he's brought down through traffic. Gains 9, maybe 10, depending on the spot. So they hopefully just earned back that penalty to Jaden Reed. Kevin Kebbell's saying,
build a statue out of Greek marble. Jeff has really bending power. Reality bending power.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, or they could do whatever material the Lombardi and Curly are out front. It would look good to have a third one right there. All right, 2nd 11, Love in shotgun. Empty set again for Green Bay. They're going to that quite a bit.
Reed in motion
Reed
again.
motion behind Love. Love on a quick pass there, but it's going to be short of the first down. That's a quick slant to Romeo Doubs. And that should set up about 3rd and 1-ish as the Packers now get up to approximately the 4-yard line, depending on the spot. Excellent awareness there by Doubs, though.
Yes.
To know that he had to come a step forward to get that pass, and then to just like spring himself forward. He knew that he wasn't going to make it, right? So spring yourself forward, get as much as you can, rather than trying to shimmy off the defender and get it. Really nice, aware play there for Romeo Doubs.
So we are 3rd and 1. Come on, offense.
3rd and 1 at the 4. Love under center. Wicks in motion. Looks like they got a couple tight ends right now on the left-hand side. Love takes a snap, and it's a handoff to Jacobs.
Runs up the middle and gets absolutely stuffed.
Stop running up the middle.
So now we are 4th down.
Man, in this matchup, I see what you're saying, Cabos. Morgan is now in at right guard. LaFleur did say that it was probably going to be a rotation, but like, I know that was, all right, that was off tackle, I guess, between Walker and Musgrave, but at the 4, why are you running behind Musgrave even? Come on. All right, 4th and 2. Packers now with the ball at the 5. They are going for this.
I mean, they have to produce.
Love under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who wriggles his way to the right.
He might have gotten that first down.
He's going to be real close.
He might have gotten that. I'm really interested to see if they count it. Because that was close.
I don't know. Jenkins is saying, we got it. Philly's saying, no.
Tom's going, yeah, we did.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, one of the linebackers got in there, got the first hit on Jacobs. I don't know.
It's going to be tough.
Come on. How are they going to mark this?
Oh, they gave us the first,
Hey!
first and goal.
First and goal.
All right.
First and goal on the 3. Yeah, AFM looks like he got it. Yes, indeedy.
And it looks like we are taking a timeout. I'm not sure.
LaFleur does not look thrilled
No.
with anyone. Chris Hand saying.
Sticking to the Packers' way of things, trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
You might be on the edge of your seat and you may not breathe the entire game, but
That's fun.
it is Packer way.
Yes, yes. What was I going to say? Oh, a little bit of news for you, just in case you're curious while we do have a second here. It was just announced Jordan Love is doing another signing, this time in October. I think the exact date was October 24th, so I can give you exact details later, of course, if you want to message me or anything like that. But Jordan Love, it wasn't expected that he was going to do a signing again until December. But he's doing a signing in October. They're squeezing one in. Looks to be rates for it are going to be $200 for small stuff, $250 for big stuff. And I would just say, if you want a Jordan Love autograph yet, if you're going to send something in, I would personally do it at the signing because I think his rates are going up at the end of the year.
So this is how this game is going. Total yards so far. Granted, we are very early, but still. 51
Love to the end zone.
Packers.
Love to the end zone.
And there's a flag. 51 yards for the Packers, -1 for the Eagles.
Okay, so that's offensive pass interference. So even if you would have caught it, it doesn't matter. But Watson had the ball in the end zone. Once contact was issued, he then dropped it. And so they get Dobbs on the pass interference, I believe.
Oof.
That's going to set him back. Dobbs, you in trouble. You in trouble.
When LaFleur doesn't even look mad, just disappointed.
Yeah. Gavin Kettle saying.
I dislike how much this looks like my Madden games. Is it me or does Josh look like he's running in me mud?
A little bit. Could be partly the field, though.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. 1st and 10. Here we go again. Read in motion.
Love takes the snap. He rolls to the right, and then he hits Tucker Kraft. Kraft does not go airborne like he did so many times last year. Instead, he absorbs the contact, goes out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So that's going to set up 2nd and goal at about the 5. So at least earn most of the penalty back.
Cam Kevel saying Matt LaFleur back in 13 wins a year from the timeouts. Or year
Right.
form with the timeout.
Right?
Yeah, he wasn't happy that he had to take that timeout.
No. And he does burn them when he wants to burn them. He doesn't save them very often, that's for sure. 2nd and goal, 3:20 to go in the first. Packers at the 5. Love under center. Dontavian Wicks off to the right-hand side. Jacobs in the backfield. Pretty darn back in the backfield. Play action to
running.
Jacobs.
Woo!
He rolls out to the right. He's got nowhere to go, so he throws it over the top of the end zone. Basically just throws it away there.
Yeah.
That's going to set up 3rd and goal at the 5 again.
Offense really needs to do something.
I mean, they got to convert on this.
Yes.
I know they're up 3-0, but you just can't squander this many chances against a team that's going to
defense
spill it.
just handed the offense on a silver platter 2 amazing starting positions on
Yeah.
the field.
I mean-
We have to capitalize on one of this. I know it's early and
But realistically, when you get handed the ball inside the 30, you should get a touchdown,
Yeah.
right? Like in theory. Love in shotgun, takes the snap, throws it to the end zone, but he can't get there. Christian Watson dives. It goes off of one of his hands. It's all he could reach for it. I don't know if he got held up at the top of his route or if somebody slipped or what, but that went bouncing off of one of Watson's hands. And no,
I don't know.
no real, I mean, there
No,
was no hiccup in his giddy up. It just was led a little bit too far. Oh, Narvison, welcome back, buddy.
Right? Welcome to the Green Bay Packers. We're putting you to work.
And wheel and hold, kick up, good. Dead middle of the uprights. Look, they're up 6-0. It should be more. It feels almost like a semi-disappointing 6-0, which is insane to say.
Yes.
You're up 6-0 in the first quarter against a really good opponent, and yet feels like it should be more. So we'll see.
Kevin Kebble's saying slippery turf be showing up a bit here.
Yeah. It looks like it's getting increasingly
Yeah.
slippery. We'll see how that plays out over the rest of the game.
Was it raining or something? Like,
I did read that it's like fairly humid today, but I didn't read anything about rain. Maybe I missed it, but
Kevin Kebble's also saying Morgan holding up well, it seems.
yeah, so far so good.
Scott saying so happy Carlson is gone.
Indeed, he is. And now we got our mini thicker kicker
Yes.
in Narvison.
Kevin Kebble's saying NFL God said, "You will be kicking, damn it."
Yeah.
Right? They said,
Well, I got to see if this new kicker's got it.
right?
Right?
You weren't
So-
here for preseason, so we're going to catch you up.
Yeah, right. We're going to...
You didn't have to do the little tit for tat competition that our other two kickers had to do. So we're just going to make up for all those practice reps
Exactly.
in the real season.
Exactly. Bisaccia's probably thrilled.
Right? Yeah.
Getting all of his reps in. All right, so Green Bay up 6-0 over the Eagles thus far. I just don't feel comfortable that the Packers have had this much defensive success, and yet one good drive by Philly evaporates this entire lead.
Yeah.
When you get a turnover inside the 30, more times than not, you feel as though that should be a touchdown. Your offense only has to chip away at a third of the field in order to punch it in. So there's another universe where this game is already 14-0, and you'd feel a ton better with that than you do at 6. And that's why, in spite of the success that we're seeing, it's hard not to be at least a little disappointed in only a 6-0 lead. But obviously plenty of time remaining. Obviously don't be like disappointed. It's just, does feel like an underwhelming lead. Let's say that. Maybe that's a better word.
Yes. Especially because our defense came out both times and just, that last, like the fumble recovery obviously wasn't from a whole lot of work from the defense.
True.
Eagles pretty well gave that to us,
Mm-hmm.
but still, when you can't capitalize on that, it's
still rough.
Not what you want to see.
Yeah.
All right, the Irishman. Kevin Kebble's saying, safe to say Vic Fangio isn't washed yet.
Yeah, Love doesn't, he doesn't look on fire yet. We can say that about the QB. And the kick is out of the back of the end zone.
Didn't even touch the field.
They're saying, forget this nonsense. We don't even want Philly to return it. So out it goes. And Philly will take over with the ball. Oh, another interesting camera angle we got here. Showing the McKinney interception. Yep, just read it like a book. Man, the safety play is going to be so exciting this year. So different than what we're used to seeing for like a solid 10 years.
Turnovers on the first 2 drives of the season for the first time since 2014.
Make it 3. Make it 3.
Beat the record.
Jalen Hurts in shotgun here to start it off. We got 18 in motion for Philly, but he takes a snap, drops back, throws to the right, and a shoulder tackle by Jair brings down Dallas Goedert after about 5, setting up second and mid for Philly.
When I see somebody trying to take somebody down by just throwing their entire body at them, I just don't understand it.
Like, wrap up at least a little.
Like, put your arms, at least pretend to put your arms on them. Like, put them out or something.
Well, and especially in the case, I understand for corners, that's how a lot of them feel like that's how they can get the best leverage, etc. Because they're smaller than the guy they're trying to bring down a lot. But handoff to Barkley going up the left side, but Quay Walker makes the stop. Should be a gain of 2, maybe 3 for Barkley, setting up third down. Quay Walker with a very nice solo tackle there.
And that is wrapping up.
Yes. It's especially concerning to me with Jair. Like Captain Kebbell said, willing tackler. Like, that's really nice to see. But at the same time, a guy with a history of shoulder injuries, I'm not sure I want him shoulder leading against a tight end to make a tackle. Just doesn't feel like the safest thing that could possibly occur out there for their number 1 corner.
Third and 1 for the Philly Eagles.
Third and 1. Saquon in motion, going out to the right. This is going to be a pass play, and Hurts
There
over
is
the
a
middle.
flag on the play.
Jair with coverage on Brown, but Brown able to make the catch on what was a pretty quick slant, but we got a flag on the play. Minute 34 to go in the first.
Quite the flag-heavy game, it seems.
Yeah, Tolbert is known to be quite flag-heavy. Home teams also win more often than away teams in Tolbert's reffing career. First down.
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny. And Rashawn said, oh, you go and I go too. But
We'll make it look like it's good.
yeah, like we did
if
it
we
together.
All go.
But quick slant
and they
completion.
won't know.
The completion stands first down, Philly. And they've got the ball now at about the 47.
Chris Hand saying, I'm still excited for Bullard. I feel strong. I'm a rock your head off energy from his college plays.
For sure. Ooh, Jalen Hurts with a run.
Running.
Keyshawn Nixon was going in on him, but Hurts semi-juked him away. And so Nixon then was running after him from behind. Still only, though, a couple yard gain. That could have been worse.
Yes.
But they contained it fairly well. So Hurts gains just a couple on some kind of, whether it be quarterback option or just a scramble, what have you. Couple yard gain sets up 2nd and 8.
If I'm saying, can someone tell Matt LaFleur this is a pretty big game? I mean, honestly, all the mistakes, like not all of them are Matt LaFleur's play
Well,
calling.
that's true.
A lot of it is just the
Just
players
sloppy.
slipping, and yeah, just sloppy, leading too far, or it's just
Completion to Devonta Smith, but
Ooh.
okay, that's not good. Completion to
McKinney.
Devonta Smith, but both Packers basically wind up over pursuing. So Smith makes the catch, turns towards the first down. He's going to get real close to that marker. I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
That might be a first down, but kind of a quick curl, and it was over pursued
first
by
down.
the Green Bay secondary. First down, Philly. They now have the ball up to the 43-yard line. Hurts in shotgun, Barkley next to him, and it's play action to Barkley. Quick pass out to Smith then, who finds a little alley going up the left sideline, and he gains about 8 before McDuffie, Stokes, Nixon all collaborate on a tackle.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Ken McKebble saying, big what is face from the Eagles sighting.
Oh, that security dude? Is that who you're talking about? The dude on the sideline? I don't know who else you'd be referencing, but yep, I guess he's still there. I didn't even remember what that whole drama was last year. I just remember it was much talked about and a big part of the implosion that happened to Philly at the end of the year. Still, though, don't love this drive that Philly is crafting. They're moving things a little too easily right now as Hurts is actually finding his receivers. I got to say right now, like, it just feels like you were saying. It doesn't necessarily feel like, yeah, I'm with AFAM. I'd like a little bit less running, especially up the middle. It feels just more so sloppy execution. Like that, the play in the end zone to Watson. Watson was open. If the receiver's open, that means it was a perfectly fine play design. It's just the throw led him a little far. Watson maybe got pushed off his route a little bit, and so ultimately winds in an incompletion.
Right. There's a couple times that Love has been slipping. Our receivers have been slipping. So it's kind of hard at this point because it's so early to really decipher whether it's more just the players, the field, like the environment versus the play calling. So I'm not calling on Matt LaFleur's.
Not yet. But we'll. I mean, I feel like I keep on saying it, but it is like the first quarter game one.
Yes. Yeah.
This is not tendencies that we're forming yet. This is just trying to play together.
Yes. Cam Kill saying defense got hustle, but gonna get gassed unless we start putting up points. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We felt that a lot early last year too, of when the defense is the only people that are consistently on the field, it's hard to expect them to keep showing up.
Yeah, that's true.
Steve, sup everyone?
What's up, Steve? What's up? So, by the way, while we have a minute, there's nothing else going on. I figured I'd show you this. I happened to get a chance last night, because I like showing off once in a while, to meet the Gravedigger. I got a shovel signed. It was awesome. So what you see there is Gilbert's signature, and then the Gravedigger, R.I.P., with a little sad face underneath. This is just a simple travel shovel from Walmart. Very, very cool to meet him. I gotta tell you, if you ever have the chance to meet Gilbert Brown at a signing or fan function or whatever, he's not nearly as big as he used to be. Still a jolly big fella. It was a lot of fun meeting him. He's very funny. He was more than game to sign the shovel. Very, very, very cool experience. What do we got, Steve?
Steve saying, sorry, I haven't been around. My mom's been in the hospital for over 2 weeks. We are so sad to hear that.
Even Lombardi put family above the Packers, yes, man. Do hope everything comes out okay with your family. Certainly, that comes first. But hope everything's good, Steve.
2nd and 1 for Philadelphia.
Hurts dropping back on 2nd and 1. He's got time. Kenny Clark in pursuit. Kenny gets there.
He has
and
to
so Hurts has got to
throw it
away. And that's going to set up 3rd and 1.
What we like to see. We love that pressure.
I didn't talk about this at all in like the pregame show, but I do wonder, Kelsey was such an important cog in the I don't know what they call it, the tush push, the Philly shove, whatever, brotherly shove. Oh, here it is. So 3rd and 1, and they try it. Packers went over the top of the line trying to get it to Hurts.
That's one way, I guess.
I don't know as if they're going to give it to him.
I don't know.
But I wonder if the absence of Kelsey
He did not have it.
Nope, he did not. No gain. So 4th and 1. This may be an underappreciated storyline for Philly. Jurgen's going to do it as well as Kelsey. 4th and inches. Oh, Slayton, you gotta wait.
Yep. That's what They did what Rodgers used to do all the time. They just
got him to jump.
Made him jump.
So TJ gets him a free 1st down.
Yep.
But as I was saying, I wonder if that's an underreported storyline for Philly. If it's going to be as effective as it was when Jason Kelsey was there. Of course, if they get teams to jump every friggin' time, it will also be effective. 6 penalties for Green Bay thus far. LaFleur, there's no way in sweet goodness he's happy about that. Now sitting on the 28.5, Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Saquon, who goes up the middle, and he's got a lane.
Gone.
But a safety who made a tackle. And he brings down Barkley as McKinney brings him down. Should be a 1st down for Philly.
Yes, yep. It was probably a gain of 11.
Yeah, really nice lane formed by the Philadelphia offensive line there to get up and get the 1st down. Nice to see McKinney make an open field tackle, but ideally you don't want him to.
Yes, we also need to make a stop here. This is
1st and 10. Ball on the 17. Hurts under center.
Another run.
Oh, there it is.
Absolutely stuffed.
Eric Wilson in there. The first one in there. Then Javon Bullard. Then TJ Slayton. The big one to finish it off. Very nice stop there for the Green Bay Packers run defense. That was beautiful.
Did Jon get inducted to the Packers Hall of Fame with the gold jacket?
Not yet. Not yet. I just bought the jacket. Now I'm posing. Someday, though, Steve. Second and 11. Looks like some adjustments going on for Philly. 6 on the play clock. Philly Hurts in shotgun. 83 in motion going behind the quarterback. Hurts takes the snap, rolls to his right, kinda, and then throws back to his left. Saquon Barkley with the catch, and that's a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. Isaiah McDuffie in coverage. Perfect throw from Jalen Hurts to get it to Barkley.
This is exactly what we were just talking about, how we had 2 really good drives and we came up with field goals. And now they have 1 good drive and it wipes out the lead.
An 11-play, 70-yard drive for Philadelphia. McDuffie there. McKinney was the support, but just didn't get there in time. Barkley with a great catch. Hurts with a perfect throw. Touchdown, Philly. And now one of the best kickers in the league, Elliott, on for the extra point. 12:38 to go in the half. Kick is up. Kick is good. Philadelphia somehow has the lead 7-6. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. McDuffie on Barkley, not a matchup I love in pass coverage. McDuffie is a capable linebacker. He's not their best coverage linebacker. He's more of a run stopper. I don't love him running downfield with Barkley. Sometimes, I guess.
If I'm saying, I bet we run the ball on first down again.
Quite possibly. Although now they're losing. So
yes.
Maybe that's the tinge of hope.
Kevin Keppel saying just a good play there.
Yeah, it really was. It really was.
Yes.
I mean, ideally you don't want McDuffie on Barkley, right? But like, what's the old phrase? There is no defense for a perfect throw. And that was an awfully good throw by Jalen Hurts to his new running back. And so that gives the Eagles a first half lead, 7-6. Ay.
Our offense has gotta get it together.
Yeah, they do. All right, so Hurts now 6 of 9 for 48 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Jordan Love 6 of 10 for 60 yards. Neither running back is doing spectacularly, though. Barkley at 5 carries for 13 yards. He also is their leading receiver with 1 catch for 18 and now the touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 6 carries for 4 yards. Less than ideal. And then Dobbs 2 for 29. The win probability for Green Bay, according to ESPN, now sits at a not so healthy 37%. And that's in spite of Green Bay winning the time of possession by more than 2 full minutes. Yowza. Hey fam, saying.
I'm canceling my cruise to Brazil.
That's right. Make them pay. That's right.
So it was a meme on I don't remember what it was on, but it was somebody saying, I'm so annoyed. I was going to, like, I purposefully boycotted Kansas to stick it to the Chiefs. Nobody told me that the stadium was in Missouri.
Kansas City, I'll get you.
Yeah. You're too damn.
Chris saying, these are energy drinks, Chris. Sorry. All right, here we go. The kick by Philly goes out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback.
Depending on how the rest of this game goes for the offense, there might be something else going in this class.
You know, that was one of the things that was speculated upon because the NFL ultimately wants more kick returns, right? But throughout the course of the preseason, what we saw was more teams kicking it out of the back of the end zone because the average return was getting to like the 32, the 33. And so it was advantageous for the returning team to get the kicks to them, right? And so more teams, more and more over the span of the preseason, just started booting it out of the end zone like a traditional kickoff. I think we're going to start seeing more and more of that. Love steps up in the pocket.
Wicks! Again! It is in your gloves. You should catch that.
Wicks with his second drop.
Hey, fam. That was a first down.
Yeah.
And they didn't run it.
Yeah, it would have been. I don't want to. Oh, and he did slip there too. Just so much body action going on for Wicks. No, Steve, you're right. It is.
He did slip.
I don't want to be that guy, but I talked about in training camp amongst all of the Dontavian Wicks hype, dude had like 1 drop a day for at least the first 2 weeks of camp.
All right, hand off to
Emmanuel Wilson.
Emmanuel Wilson for first down and slips again.
He had a seam, he ran it well, and then gained about 14 before sliding on his heels and the run coming to an end. First down, Green Bay. Still a nice run there, though. Hey, fam, he lives in Kansas. Well, there you go. How pertinent.
Look at that.
Yeah, that, I would say, that is the flaw in Dontavian Wicks' game. The man has to catch the ball. He has to catch the ball more often than what we've seen in camp, and it's rearing its ugly head here. Another carry for Emmanuel Wilson. Oh, he
Ooh.
stutters in the backfield, then kicks it outside.
He took what could have been an absolute stuff and turned around and got us a gain.
Go to the outside in this game. And that's a gain of about 4.
Chat saying we really missed some opportunities on those turnovers. You are not kidding.
Truth. This game should be 14-7.
Yes. McKnight saying a variety of receivers catching passes on this drive.
That's what we love to see.
Yes.
That's the strength of having no true number one.
Exactly.
Right?
We have
Spread it around.
Vast wide receiver room. There should be no reason why everybody shouldn't have their hands on the ball.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 for the Packers.
All right, Love takes the snap, and he hands it
We're
off
running
again,
it
but
into
Emmanuel Wilson
Wilson.
finds a
Ooh,
crease. Emmanuel running all the way up to about the Philadelphia 33. Big first down for Green Bay. Emmanuel Wilson showing more productivity in the run game than we saw from Josh Jacobs the whole first quarter.
Yes.
And let's actually see the run here. So some motion by Watson across. Oh, what a block by Tucker Kraft to spring that opening for Wilson, who then just had to take it right up the middle. Kraft with a beautiful block. Let's see. Chad saying
Walker is getting washed out and runs up the middle.
Yeah, it's not Quay Walker's strength to get off of blocks. I'm not fully shocked, but still, gotta be better than that. And Love takes, and there we go. Okay, all the timeouts are gone. Love is frustrated, talking with Musgrave. Also looks frustrated. Wicks looks confused. Just everyone's frustrated with everyone right now, apparently.
But the ref looks jolly and happy.
And so the ref is talking to Wicks now. Maybe Wicks was lined up offsides, and that's what the ref was signaling, and that's why Love called the timeout, because Wicks wouldn't move back. I don't know why else Wicks and the ref would be talking so much, but
sure.
Regardless, 10:24 to go in the half. Going to be 1st and 10 for Green Bay following the timeout. Big Papa is saying.
I get that he should catch that, but that slip obviously threw him off.
Yeah.
Fully. I agree. I didn't see the slip initially. I just saw it go off of his gloves. And he had also previously...
he did have that one drop earlier. Yeah, I'm sure that was a part of it. And I very much get what you're saying. I would still just say, like, it's a part of it. It's a game that has to get cleaned up.
Yes.
Love in shotgun. I think that's Wilson next to him. Yep, it is. And an end around to Jaden Reed. He takes the snap. Touchdown! Yes! Jaden Reed out of the backfield.
An end around. That
Yes!
It finally works.
An end around to Jaden Reed. I know he broke at least one tackle. Stays on his feet the whole course. That's a huge play for Green Bay. Finally getting something going. Jaden Reed going from left to right. Emmanuel Wilson.
He just like
Josh Myers leading it there. Emmanuel Wilson, Josh Myers, the two lead blockers that sprang a lane for Reed. He read it perfectly, accelerates up the field. Yes, touchdown Green Bay. Oh, it's straight up the middle. Narvison! Extra point is good. And that makes it, oh my God, there's a flag. Extra point. Oh.
Please be on Philly. Please be on
10-16 to go in the half. What did you do on an extra point? Ay. All right, so it's on Philly. Okay, so it's number 98 who jumped off sides. And now Green Bay is going to go for 2. Jalen Carter, you can't do that. You jumped way too early. And so now Green Bay going to be going for 2 since they get the ball. I believe this cuts it down to the 1. So they're going to be going for this here. 12-7 Green Bay, 10-16 to go in the half. They are lumbering up to the huddle now.
What's happening?
And so what do we got? Last year they were 2 for 5 on 2-point conversions, but it's a new year.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Let's see what we got. Okay, so yes, they do officially have the ball on the 1. Tucker Kraft in at what would be fullback. Ben Sims motioning from right to left. Josh Jacobs, the running back in the backfield. Love takes a snap, hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs tries to find a seam. Can't find a seam because they ran up the middle. No.
Nothing.
Did he get it? No, he didn't get it.
Nope.
Oh, did the linebacker for Philly make a play in the backfield? No way. Stop running that way. Okay, 12-7 Green Bay. Let's catch up here. What do we got? Bam. Steve.
Claudia, can you go to Brazil and change all their cleats?
Stop sliding too much.
I will be the tight end coach. I will be the equipment manager. I will do it all.
Commando saying...
it's still preseason, right?
It looks like it in some ways, doesn't it?
It is when we're not in the lead. Captain Campbell saying, well, is it the most complicated offense in the NFL in regards to the pass catchers for better or worse?
Catching helps.
Indeed.
It doesn't. You can run the simplest offense in the world if you can't catch. It's just like the defense, like you and I have talked about before, Kebbles, right? Doesn't matter what the scheme is if you can't tackle. Got to do the basics first. Janelle.
Reed is amazing,
Yes,
isn't
he is. Yes, he is.
Lots of love for Reed. Captain Campbell saying, well, that wasn't so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Chad Inc. We've got a kicker.
We do. When they use him,
Yep.
which they didn't for a 2-point conversion.
Josh Jacobs run up the middle. And it didn't work.
And Janelle saying that run was so predictable. Yeah, because it is. I'm so tired of that. It's just, so, and this isn't the game for it. That's, I think, the most frustrating thing for me.
Cameron Campbell is so about replacing Aaron Jones.
I mean, the Jacob signing, still a strong signing.
Yes.
I hate the way they're using him so far.
Right. Chad Inc., all of this is Joe Barry's fault.
Damn it, Joe. I did see he was like, he must have a daughter who plays for Madison or something, because I saw a picture of him. He was at like a UW Madison something exhibition the other day, and all I saw on Twitter was like PTSD going, why is he here? Why is he here? But I'll always say Joe Barry seems like one of the nicest humans on the planet, but boy, it was time for a change. Brett. What's up, Brett? Let's go, Pack. 12-7. Hey, they at least have a lead, even if it feels like an awfully underwhelming lead. They still have a lead.
Yes. And they're saying the fundamental focus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's what matters the most.
We got some people saying hello to each
yes,
other.
Indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Brett saying,
we should have kept Aaron Jones.
I get it. I get it.
I wouldn't have been disappointed.
But before we say that, like, we have not yet seen Aaron Jones this year either. You know what I mean? So, like, so much time left. And there's,
we got a judge.
Oh,
or like
no.
a ref getting looked at.
Oh, no. Workers' comp for that, dude.
Right?
Yeah, Narvison with the kickoff. And are we going out of the back of the end zone again? No, this one is kicked into the end zone for a touchback anyway. All right. So, are you absolutely kidding me? Running the ball?
No.
Like we were talking about earlier, sometimes it's like you don't have to run. You can do other stuff. And then other times it's like we don't run for 2 whole quarters. There is a thing referred to as balance, and that would be cool to see.
Big Papa Penguin saying it's going to be annoying hearing people bring up Aaron Jones every game.
It was just like Rodgers last year. It'll last a few weeks and then it'll dissipate. It's just fresh on mind right now.
Yes.
Hurts in shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to, I think that's Barkley. Yep. Carl Brooks wrapping up.
Wraps that up.
Rashawn Gary in to help him finish it off, as was Isaiah McDuffie. So a couple yard gain for Barkley sets up about 2nd and 8. Brett saying,
we got this, y'all.
A little bit of positivity from Brett. Absolutely.
Yes. Cameron Kebbels, then again, Matt LaFleur did the same thing with Aaron Jones a few times. I'm
more than a
happy
few.
with Jacobs to just, damn, Matt.
Yeah, right. More than a few. How many times do we see that play, right?
Yes. Or just not use him at all.
Yeah, that too.
Even saying Matt LaFleur coaching this offense like 6th grade, and we don't have a quarterback that can throw.
Right now.
Yes.
Right now. Subject to change, right? We're still in the lead, 12-7. It's just more so because of the
Second and
defense.
8. Hurts has
Hurts is
plenty of
playing time. Preston
Come on.
Rashawn
He
and
has
Hurts.
to throw it away because he thought he had all of the time in the world until he looked and went, ooh, damn.
Right? Don't forget about Preston. He was coming. And love to see it. Yeah. Preston with a swim over the top of Mulata. Like to see that for sure.
So we are now 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Hurts in shotgun again. I think, that's Kenneth Gainwell. A little bit more of a receiving back in the backfield with Hurts.
Chit-chats.
Indeed. And now we got some...
random motioning.
An odd way to call an audible from Hurts. It's just kind of jerking his body around. Oh! I think that was Rashad. No! So that is completed to A.J. Brown. I think it was Rashawn had a free shot at Hurts, and he made Hurts pay for it, but Hurts got the ball off. Was that Rashawn with the free? No, it wasn't. It was Keyshawn Nixon. Nixon got in there and hit
and then
Hurts, but Hurts got the ball off to Brown on a quick...
slipping, again, Jair slipped, almost had him.
It was a quick hook to A.J. Brown. It was 2 yards short of the first down. Jair was there, and then Jair went slip sliding past Brown, who turned, got the first down Philly. They now have the ball in Green Bay territory at about the 48.
So close. And we are running, and it is...
2 gains about 1. Walker tried ripping the ball out at the end, but Hurts was literally on his back on the ground. So gain of 1 for Hurts, second down.
For trying. As long as you don't get a penalty, rip away. Brett saying, bro, Jordan Love is a beast. He can throw. Just have faith.
He knows.
Kevin Keble saying, when you do sweeps and end arounds, you have to be able to move north and south. Still work on that last part.
Yeah, that's true. Why are they so far back? Gosh. Yeah. It's still going to be a part of the defense. It just won't be as frequent, right?
All right.
Here we go. Hurts. Throwing to a wide open Devonta Smith. Looked as though he just found a hole in the zone. Quay Walker was in pursuit there. Jair was around. Bullard was around. Looked like they found a hole in the zone. Hit Smith for a nice first down. Big chunk gain there for Philly. Let's see. Alexander was running with number 1. Yeah, indeed. That looked like a zone. They just hit Smith right in the gaps of the zone. First down. First down. All right, here we go. Hurts in shotgun. Takes a snap.
Ooh,
a nice pressure.
Okay. The slipping is insane. I don't know what we need to do, but that was just Quay Walker, who could have absolutely demolished that Eagles player. And yet he slipped. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, Barkley with the catch for Philly. Luckily, though, on that play, Barkley was close enough to the sideline that even Walker throwing momentum Barkley's way essentially got him out of bounds. So still only a couple yard gain. But, yeah, another slip and slide. So 2nd and 5 now for Philly following the gain. They've got the ball on about the 18-yard line now. Hurts in shotgun, takes a snap, drops back, immediately decides to run, and gains about 4, runs into his own man there a little bit. McDuffie, TJ Slayton combining on the tackle, sets up 3rd and 1. Let's see what we got. Kebble's saying.
And of course, the next play, they bite on the underside. Haha, welcome to defense in the NFL, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess the Packers.
Oh, they are doing a shove. All right.
Come on. Brooks, get down, get down. Oh, but they shove him forward from behind. I think that's going to be a Philly first down. It looked like because the trick to defending that is that the D-line has to be able to get under the offensive line. Because if the O-line gets under the D-line and essentially can create any pushback at all, then Hurts will get pushed over the top from his own side and get it. That's why it's so effective. And that's why having a small center like Kelsey and now Juergens works so well for it.
And it is a run, and he's in. Done. Easy.
Touchdown, Philly. I do believe he was untouched on that carry off the right-hand side. But the trick is that you got to get lower than the offensive line. And there you go. So, all right, let's take a look at this run now for Saquon. That was a touchdown. What are they showing on the telecast? Did they double?
I don't know, they're just coloring.
Oh, yeah, TJ Slayton got shoved to the side. Quay Walker
just missed.
I don't know as if he over pursued or what, but he wound up in a gap that wasn't where Saquon was. And Saquon then ran untouched into the end zone. Philadelphia retakes the lead. Hey. Jake Elliott, kick up, kick good. Makes it 14-12. Philly back in the lead. And not too much time remaining in the half. We'll see next time clock comes up.
All right. So AFM saying this is where Jordan Love hurts us. He doesn't run enough. Also saying Jordan tries to be a pocket passer too much and he already has inaccuracy issues. He's been slipping a bunch today, so I'm not going to be too anti-Jordan Love.
Yeah, and I don't know, based upon the second half last year, AFM, I don't know as if you can say that. Because, like, he did run less in the second half last year compared to the first. A lot of the accuracy issues were kind of put to bed at the end of last year as well. The entire offense right now is horrifically sloppy. And it looks reminiscent of first half offense last year, where like the guys are getting open, stuff's happening, just not there, not clicking. We've seen this play before. It wasn't fun. Let's see, Steve.
At halftime, the Brazilian hairdressers should come out there with the hairdryers and dry the field. Something. This is just nasty.
Well, and the thing is, too, we talked about at the beginning, is the Eagles were sliding around. Apparently, in pregame, a bunch of the Eagles had issues getting their footing. The Packers were not in warm-ups having issues getting their footing. And part of the reason for that, it was believed, is because this is the same surface that Green Bay plays on. It's the same grass type, same hybrid like mix that they use at Lambeau. I don't know, though. Over the second quarter, it looks an awful lot like Green Bay is slipping a whole lot more than Philadelphia. And I don't know if they got to change their cleats at halftime or what, but there's no way Hafley, LaFleur, and company are thrilled with their defenders just sliding everywhere. And Jordan Love's a part of that, too.
If I'm saying, OMG, what did Quay Walker just do? Gooch shouldn't be allowed to draft in the first round.
Hey, fam! Hey, fam! Calm down! It's the first half of week 1. They're going to be fine.
Right?
But anyway, like, there are flaws right now. All right, see, hey, fam, go ahead, take your pill. Just realign yourself.
Go meditate or something.
Whatever, get your chakras aligned. It'll be all right. We'll get there.
Goodness.
All right, 5:34 to go in the half. Let's see. Getting ready for the kickoff. Saquon Barkley sucking some energy or some oxygen, not energy.
I mean, who knows what they spiked that O2 with.
That's true. And the kick is kind of a laser into the end zone, but Nixon lets it go by. And another touchback. Bam, Gary.
We did just score a touchdown last drive, right?
That's true.
We did do good.
We did the thing.
And our defense also did amazing twice. So
we just gotta get back to that.
Meditate.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's all get in a good mindset.
Yeah. Chris.
Can we hear John yell like that in Doubtfire words?
I'm on the way, dearie. That is one of my favorite phrases to say in real life, man. All right, Love in shotgun takes a snap and fakes the handoff to Jacobs, but then he loses his foot.
And almost intercepted.
So Love loses his footing on the drop back during the play action, and then he decides to throw to Jacobs anyway. The only problem, Jacobs had begun running up the field. Love threw it to where he was, not where he was going to, and we are very fortunate that that was not intercepted by Philly, because that would have been an easy-peasy pick 6. Instead, just a pass breakup for 17. Love and Jacobs not at all on the same page. Play more than 3 snaps in the preseason and it might help. I'm going to be sour about that forever. I was talking about that in preseason. Play together.
Second and 10, dropping back, letting her rip.
Love, overthrow to Musgrave. Either the route was short or the throw was high. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that it was an incompletion 3rd and 10 now for the offense. Come on.
This is reminding me of early season last year.
Yeah, this feels...
Just no connection.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Captain Kevin's saying.
Propose a new strategy. R2D2, score again.
That would be nice.
Yes.
It would work. We would take it.
3rd and 10.
5 seconds to go on the play clock.
Watson
Love in shotgun.
in motion.
Watson going from bottom to top. Love.
He's running.
And he finds Reed.
Out of the game.
Woo! So Love.
Positivity, man.
Love steps up in the pocket. Jaden Reed wore the right cleats at least. And he hits Reed. This is the second big play in a row for Reed where he broke at least one tackle and then gets down to the end zone. Touchdown.
Reed can catch it.
Oh.
Reed can stay on his feet.
Love steps up into the pocket. That was beautiful in every way from Jordan Love. It wasn't an incredibly impressive throw, but it was the throw that had to happen. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And here's our kicker with
Narvison,
another
it's
beautiful
up.
kick.
It's straight down the middle.
And there's a flag. Why is there a flag on an extra point again?
Was this one on Green Bay?
I don't know. False start offense number 63.
Sheed!
It's an
Extra point!
that he made. We finally have a kicker. Not that Carlson was that bad, but still, we have a kicker that can make it. And now you're false starting?
It's an extra point. What is happening? All right, so Narvison now with a 5-yard longer extra point.
And it's still good. It don't matter. It don't matter. He says, I got this.
I went a little bit to the right, but
fine.
Still, nonetheless, it was a make.
We don't care.
38-yard extra point.
Goodness gracious. What is wrong?
What a swing of emotions. A fantastic play by Jaden Reed. Penalty on the extra point. Still made the extra point. All right, we'll take it.
Okay.
We'll take it.
So, Cam McKinney saying, taking Jordan Love was a good if scary fantasy bet. I mean, right now it's playing for you.
It'll absolutely pay off, man.
Brett Cox saying Jordan Love is a beast. He'll stop hating. We going to the Super Bowl? Yes, sir.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
AFM saying this is why Jordan Love needs to be moving around more. He's better on the move in general, and that's how you win in today's NFL. Sometimes.
You know, I will agree with you on that point, AFM. I feel as though, and this was the case all through last year, that Jordan Love is a better quarterback when you... Trying to think of the right words to say this in the moment, but almost like backyard style, right? Still obviously confined within a system. But where he really took off last year is when they opened up the playbook and he did have more freedom, and that included freedom of movement. And so, and Jordan Love at times was at his best last year in no huddle situations too. Like, it's less thinking, more playing. And that play was a great example.
Gary Freeze saying, and just like that. Just like that.
Just like that. Back in the lead.
Kevin Keppel saying, Reese said, lean on me.
When you're not strong, I'll be your
man.
Is that the words?
Isn't it?
I'll be your friend?
Maybe.
I don't know. Who remembers
lean on me? Reese saying, I'll be your man.
Gary.
Hell yes, that's right.
Taking the lead. Taking the lead. What's up, Steven?
Guessing next year there will be less complaints regarding preseason play.
I know the field is a part of it, right? But Steven, I know you saw me say week 2 of the preseason. Like, this is still the youngest team in the NFL. I understand the counter argument of you don't want guys hurt, et cetera, et cetera. This is still the youngest team in the NFL. And I did think as though it felt, granted, I'm not in the building or anything like that, but it just feels a little complacent to say like, well, we're not going to play in the preseason. We're above that. We don't need it. right? We're safeguarding against injury. When you're this young, play together. And it feels like they really would have been nice.
Well,
But
especially against
they'll get
other
it.
teams.
They'll
Like,
get it
yes, you
together.
obviously have the practices.
Kick into the end zone. Oh, we got an actual return here. And so it's being brought out. Oh, who was that? Was that the Hoppa? Hoppa, I think that was. He exploded into his blocker. That was really nice to see.
But especially, like, obviously you have the joint practices, which are very helpful into playing your people against actual other teams.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like actually playing in the preseason.
No, it's really not.
A real game.
It's really not. And you see, too, that coaches now prioritize those joint practices over the preseason games. And I get it. But the reality is the joint practice, while they still should be productive, are not the same as a game situation. They never will be. And I've always been in the camp of playing the preseason. All right, so Hurts takes the snap, and it's a fake to Barkley, and then he goes over the middle. Jair in coverage against Brown. Oh, and then a little extracurricular physical activity between Jair and A.J. Brown. No flags, though, because they're both guilty. 2nd and 10.
Is he wearing Rasul Douglas's old pads?
No, Douglas is a brand. In honor of Rasul, I'll wear his pads. No, it's a brand.
Okay.
It's a brand.
Well, it looks like it's the same like lettering. I don't know. Like everything else is theirs.
All right, here we go. Hurts and shotgun takes a snap. 2nd and 10.
Reduce, recycle. Well, that first down just did nothing.
Goes over the middle again. A.J. Brown with the catch. Jair gets his tackle attempt broken. And so that's a gain of about 12, maybe 13 should be a first down. Well, Jair tried to wrap up. Brown is one of the, like, I hesitate to say this because you can't really measure it, but like he's one of the strongest receivers in the league. You really got to have leverage in order to bring him down if you're Jair's size.
1st and 10.
At least he slowed him down.
Yep.
All right, so Hurts in shotgun, Barkley next to him. Takes a snap, dropping back, looks to his right,
Pressure's
nothing there.
coming, pressure's coming.
Rashawn Gary, go get him!
Throwing it away.
And that's an incomplete pass. Rashawn Gary, go get him! All right, so what do we got? What do we got, Gary saying?
How about a turnover?
That would be nice.
Wouldn't say no.
It would be nice.
Big Al saying, so far, Jaden Reed is a wide receiver 1.
Offensive playmaker number 1. To even expand upon that, for sure.
That's my boy, Mr. Reed. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve. How you doing? It's your boy.
Even with some positivity saying, wow, that was a hit by the Hoppa.
The Hoppa. I like to see it, for sure. All right, Hurts. 2nd and 10, kind of a pistol formation. Takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley, who goes up the right-hand side, but is brought down by Carl Brooks. Brooks, I got to say, when Brooks is getting his hands on Barkley most of the time, and kind of whoever is running by him, Brooks is doing a fantastic job making sure that the play pretty much ceases right there. That's really, really nice to see. Big developmental point for Carl Brooks this year, for sure. Here we go. 3rd and 7 for Philadelphia. This is the kind of play you got to stop to see this new defense. 3rd and 7. Jair playing way off the line, all the way back by the first down marker. Hurts throwing over the middle, but we have more slipping and sliding. That's complete. I do believe that's Goddard. Yep, Dallas Goddard with the catch across the middle. Whoever the defender was on Goddard couldn't keep their footing. And so that became it was Bullard.
Yeah.
Bullard went to avoid a block or a pick. And he lost his footing. Goddard makes the catch, runs for a first down. Very exciting. First down, Philly. They now have the ball about at the Packer 40, so they are in Packer territory. Hurts in shotgun again. Barkley next to him. Trips receivers off to the right. Goddard to the left. No receivers on the left as well. Hurts takes the snap, and he hands it off to Barkley, who runs it up the middle. But
very nice.
Hello.
Beautiful stop.
Welcome to the party, LVN. He wanted to hip dance with Barkley because he grabbed on and didn't let go. Gain of maybe 1 there for Saquon. Sets up 2nd down. 2:38 to go in the half. Let's see what else we got here. Captain Kebbell saying.
Jordan got that Brady.
What? F that mistake was a last play mentality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? Good to see.
2nd and 8.
Hurts in shotgun. Gainwell looks to be the running back next to him, I do believe. Yep, that's Gainwell. Hurts takes the snap. He's looking left.
Pocket is collapsing.
And he rolls right. And he's looking for somewhere to go. Down the field.
Nice.
Stokes all
Absolutely
over.
Nothing.
That is their rookie receiver, Roman Wilson. Stokes was all over him as that pass goes incomplete.
Beautiful, beautiful
Nice
coverage.
stop. Should be 2nd down. But yeah, Hurts rolls out to the right. McDuffie kept the pursuit up. Good to see in every way. Wilson, that is a big receiver. Holy buckets. Towers over Eric Stokes.
Didn't matter. Stokes was there.
Well, that's true. Yes. All right, 3rd and 8 now for Hurts. Empty backfield. Trips off to the right.
Come
2
on,
receivers
you
off to the
cannot
left.
Let them convert this.
3rd and 8. 1 second to go. Sorry, it is 3rd down. Hurts runs right up the middle. But he doesn't get a 1st down. And that's going to set up 4th and like 3-ish as Kenny Clark, amongst others, makes the tackle.
And that is the 2-minute warning.
4th down, and they're too far away for a brotherly shove, or at least they should be. So we'll see what that means.
For a long time.
Well, sometimes you got to shove harder than you think. So Philly going to be about 4th and 3 when we come back.
All right.
What do we got?
Steven's saying they all have started since 8th grade young.
Yeah, just not together.
Right?
But yeah.
Gary's saying open pocket. Kevin Kill saying, I'd like to buy the eagle who dropped the pick a beer. Yes. Yep.
They're very bailed out by that drop right now.
Kevin Kebbell's also saying Stokes is back, methinks.
He had a very strong training camp. He really did. And I don't want to be overexcited yet because we know that training camp is not indicative necessarily of play-in games, right? So, but Stokes had a fantastic camp, and we'll leave it at that for now. His greatest strength, I saw someone earlier talk about like how he cannot get off a block. No, that's true. Eric Stokes has never really done well at getting off blocks. Like, it's not his game. What Stokes does so well, and why he was a first-round pick, and why he showed such promise as a rookie, was his ability to stick in man coverage. And like on that play right there, the intended pass to Wilson, that is Stokes at his best. And if we see that with tremendous regularity in this defense, then we can for sure say Stokes is back.
Janelle saying defense is still giving up too much on 3rd and long. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Agreed. It's not exactly ideal to have 3rd and 8 and give up 6. Like, granted, you still stopped it. Less than ideal.
Gary's saying, what's the score? If you look down below at a little ticker that goes all the way across the screen, it says Eagles 14, Packers 19.
That's right.
We have the lead.
Packers in the lead. But it also is possible, Gary, that you're just listening, in which case, yes.
Oh, yes.
19, 14. Yep.
Kevin Kebbell saying that was the longest pass of Jordan's career.
Wait, seriously?
How long was it?
I don't know. I can look that up here, though. Let me see. I suppose it was. It was a 70-yard touchdown. Yeah, you bet, Gary. No problem.
We got you.
70-yard touchdown from Love to Read. So, dang. Yeah, all right. Longest one of Love's career. Wild to say. There we go. No, go away. Not any of you.
You guys can stay.
4th and 3 for Philly, and they are going for it. They're sitting at about the 33-yard line-ish. Hurts in shotgun. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Goddard in motion from the left to the right. We got shiftingness on the Packers D-line. Did they take a timeout?
Oh,
yeah, they snuck in a timeout. So it's possible they were just going to try to get Green Bay to jump, or they just didn't like what they saw. Yeah, I'm going to guess they didn't like what they saw, considering Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts are chit-chatting. So it looks like they really are going to go for this on 4th and 3. Halfley, talk to your boys about jumping. Nobody jump. Got to stay on sides for this. Don't give them another free first down because you're overexcited.
And Devonta Smith are chatting it up.
This is a big 4th down early on in the game. Come on. Come on.
All right.
73% on 4th down. That's insane. All right, here we go. 4th and 3. Hurts in shotgun. I think that's Gainwell, the running back next to him. 11 in motion. Drops back, and he's thrown over the middle. And that's complete. Complete.
That's complete.
That's complete to Devonta Smith. Isaiah McDuffie and Javon Bullard, the 2 closest Packers to him.
It's like they were talking before.
First down, Philly. Yep. I mean, Smith just sat down to where there no Packers were. That's how you complete 4th and shorts. Through the air. Just like that. And Philly did it perfectly. All right, so now 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They've got the ball in the 26. Hurts again in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell, who finds absolutely nowhere to go. And that's about a 2-yard gain. Kenny Clark, TJ Slayton, McDuffie, Preston Smith, all in the vicinity of the tackle.
Kevin Kibble saying, I love to see the play calling percents for the defense tonight after the game.
Agreed. I think it's going to be incredibly interesting. And just based upon what I'm seeing right now, it may not be exactly what we expected coming into this game either. We'll see.
2nd and 7 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts takes the snap.
Throws it out to Gainwell.
Tackle! For goodness sakes, tackle.
So
that's a first down. We can't tackle.
Gainwell makes the catch. First, it should have been a loss, but Eric Stokes missed the tackle. Then it should have been only an okay gain, but Isaiah McDuffie missed the tackle. Did
you know that?
And so it winds up being McKinney and Walker who actually bring him down.
From getting a first down if you actually just tackle.
Tackle. I don't care what scheme you run if you can't tackle.
Chris Haynes saying it's Wisconsin's job to jump around, not y'all. Not wrong.
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus, please, defensemen, hold them to 3. Well, they didn't.
Well, no, we still might, because it means hold them to a field goal.
Sure. Chicavi, happy kickoff day. Hopefully the Pack play the second half like they did last year on Fuego.
On Fuego. Nice. I like that. Jordan Love's got a rookie card called On Fuego. I've always wanted one. They're now very, very expensive. I should have bought one last year. All right, 19-14.
Commando G-Man saying there's a tackling from last year.
Mm-hmm.
It has reared its ugly head.
43 seconds to go in the half. Philadelphia with the ball at the 15. No, the 14, my bad. We got 83 in motion. Hurts in shotgun. Takes the snap. And he's looking. And then he rolls out to the right. Come on, get there. Sack. Keyshawn Nixon with the sack of all people. We will take it.
That's right.
Right on. And then we got a stopped clock. I'm going to assume that that's a Philadelphia timeout.
Yeah, I think that might be their last one.
All right. Keyshawn Nixon. So Nixon was in zone. And then, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a bit risky to pursue like Hurts on that zone. Because if there would have been a receiver coming behind Nixon, it would have been a very easy just dump completion. Sometimes gambling works, and for Nixon it paid off.
That is Nixon's game. He is a gambling
Nixon.
Man.
Well,
we just really like when it pays off. Kevin Campbell saying these whiff tackles are going to be depressing, but week 1, they look like me playing with my bad controller.
Absolutely. Always blame the controller.
Exactly.
Right?
It's the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Just like these guys.
Or if you're playing online, it's the internet connection.
Yes.
It's not me. Mm-hmm. All right, 19-14.
2nd and 16.
31 seconds to go. No, we don't want to snap it yet. 18 on the play clock. Hurts in shotgun. He's got trips receivers off to the left. Goddard on his right. Gainwell in the backfield with him. They are on the 20. And
there's some form of flag.
Play out. Who did it? Philly did it. All right, back him up.
Back him up a little bit more.
Yeah, we like that.
Dallas.
Good job, Dallas. Do it more.
Right? Do it again. didn't you hear your center? He snapped it.
I will say, too, just as an aside, I don't have any data to back this up, but boy, it feels in week 1 than any other week, right? And I think it's partly because teams are sloppy, but also because refs are they're looking to set an example for the points of emphasis.
2nd and 21.
Thus far, we've seen lots of flags. All right, so Hurts has time. Preston Smith trying to make a move. Doesn't matter. He doesn't get there. It's complete
Goddard.
to Dallas
Come on,
Goddard.
get him down.
But Goddard breaks. Nixon
is
and
a-
Walker both went for the ball, and neither one could bring him down. Goddard is a very tough tackle.
Yes,
I'm not going
he
to
is
completely fault him.
A
But,
stocky tight end.
Here we go. And they are going
3rd
no
and
huddle.
16.
7 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go.
5.
Hurts spikes it. Clock stopped. 4 seconds to go in the half. They've got the ball at the 20 and a half. And so this is going to be Jake Elliott field goal time. Which means, barring some kind of fake miracle, Green Bay should enter the half in the lead. It doesn't totally feel like it,
Right?
but they should. Phew.
That guy's going, let's go, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Let go. 4 seconds to go in the half. Ooh, a block would be mighty nice here. A block would be nice.
A bit like,
Snap, kick, up, good. And that makes it 19 to 17 as the clock on the half expires. Well, that's half number 1.
bum, bum.
Can't go undefeated if you don't win the first one. They just got to settle in. Got to be less sloppy.
Yes.
I mean, think about the game right now in like this larger context of like, it's like Green Bay right now has the lead because of the big plays, right? The 2 plays for Reed, both defensive turnovers. That is what has built this Green Bay lead. But I think part of the reason why it doesn't feel like they're crushing it right now is because every other play has felt relatively lackluster. Execution is all over the map. Things feel sloppy. Guys are literally slipping and sliding everywhere. But yet the Packers are buoyed into the lead by this set of big plays that just couldn't be stopped or defensive turnovers. We'll take it. Gary saying bunch of turnovers by offense. By Philly's offense,
Yes.
they've had 2. Green Bay's offense hasn't had any.
No, some close ones, but
Yeah.
not quite. No.
Philly should have had a pick 6. It was dropped.
Yes.
Other than that, there's been some other like close calls for Green Bay, but no actual turnovers. Green Bay, however, has gotten 2 turnovers on Philly, both of which resulted in field goals and gave Green Bay that early 6-0 lead.
Kevin Keppel saying thank you. You didn't move on. Move on.
Okay, I'm so sorry. There we go.
I heard you click. Steve saying, I feel really good about our kicker. I wonder what Carlson is thinking and doing right now. Jon or Claudia, call Carlson up and ask him what he's doing. Yeah, I just got him on speed dialing.
Right.
Let me get right on that.
Right. Aye. Jeff, I'm not going there and you know it. Gary.
Jacob's any good? If used differently, he could be better.
First half of week 1. The problem is they gave Jacobs a bunch of carries in the first quarter. The vast majority of them were just like run right up the gut type carries. And they went nowhere. And nor would you expect it to go anywhere against Philly's front. It just felt incredibly foolish. Felt like a lot of sacrificial lamb carries. And then all of a sudden Emmanuel Wilson came in and started having a little bit more patience in his running. Wilson looked terrific. Jacobs did not. But I'm also not going to make any grander statements about Jacobs based upon the first half on what appears to be a very slippery field. So thus far, no, nothing really impressive for Jacobs. But I'm not going to let that be a judgment at this juncture.
Chris saying Messi comes in Packers locker room with containers of cleats. Y'all need some help?
Do it.
Please
Although
do.
Messi's he's living in Miami right now, isn't he? But nonetheless, hopefully they brought their bigger cleats down to Brazil or their longer cleats, because it seems like a bigger problem for the defense, except for Jordan Love. There needs to be some bigger cleats or longer cleats put on by some Packers because the slipping and sliding, not good.
Yeah.
Not good thus far.
Big Al saying put Nixon on offense.
I'm down for I'm down. I loved it when they did that one time last year and then never returned to it again. But absolutely, I'm down. It's a nice wrinkle.
Saying, what do you think offense should do in the second half? That's a great question.
So, Caleb, what I would say here is, first of all, if you're going to run it, I understand the purpose of sacrificial lamb runs. They can help set up other things. I get it. I would mix up the when you're running because it feels incredibly predictable right now when they're running and what type of run they're doing. So in terms of the running game, I would aim to mix it up a little bit in terms of the timing of them. And I also would start steering it more to the outside. Get out the tackles more. We have yet to really see like a halfback toss. I know Green Bay generally doesn't block those for crap, but you stand a better chance against Philadelphia of running to the outside than you do right up the middle. And yet, we're up the middle all the time in half number one, and it just didn't feel like it made a sense. That 2-point conversion especially. Like, there were several comments here about like, well, we knew that was coming. Because it's just so predictable on a 2-point conversion on the 1-yard line to run it right up the gut. You can do better. You can play call better than that. In terms of the passing game, ultimately, I think that has been fine. I don't have a large issue with what they're doing schematically from the pass game. They're not trying deep shot after deep shot, which is what I would not do against Fangio. I think that they are creating openings in the intermediate. The problem, however, has frankly been the execution offensively, at least in the passing game. Love, whether he's slipping and sliding or whether he's got footing, has been fairly inaccurate in half number one. He's missed some throws high. He's missed some throws leading too far, etc. We've seen 2 drops from Wicks. We've seen just other mishaps by the offensive passing game. And if Green Bay is going to take advantage of the second half, I know they're in the lead. They should be in the lead by more. I'm not unhappy, but really, like, they should be up more, and they would be up more if the passing game were cleaner right now. I wouldn't change it schematically. I would just... It sounds so dumb, but the reality is, play better. It's just true. Run game, I think they schematically need to change what they're doing.
Jagabi, I feel like this game is playing in slow motion.
Kinda. I mean, timeline-wise, yeah, I mean, that was just over an hour and a half for half one, so that's pretty typical. But maybe the field has something to do with it. No one looks particularly fast right now on that field. Jaden Reed probably looks the fastest, and even then it looks like he can go a lot faster than what he did when he was breaking free. So I get it.
Steve, how comfortable is everyone so far with the team?
Moderate. Yes. Moderate. I'm very, very glad that they have the lead. But they could have the lead by more, right? And so they are going against a very good Philadelphia team. Like, let's not lose sight of that. Philadelphia is expected to be just as much of a contender as Green Bay is. But the reality is they've really blown some chances here, as Janelle kind of alludes to in her latest comment.
Offense left 9 points on the field in the first half.
Right? So
if not more than that.
Yeah. I mean, so that's what you look at and go, they could be crushing it. But at least they still have the lead. Let's get through the second half and reassess.
Yeah. Like Jacob's saying here, not anything against our team. There's bad field conditions and it's week 1.
Yeah, that does have something to do with it, right? But, defensively, right? Like, let's talk about those field conditions. Defensively, what we are seeing, in addition to slipping and sliding, is we're seeing some of these defenders over pursue. Like, it's not news that the field is getting increasingly slippery, right? And we saw more slipping in the second quarter than we did the first quarter. And part of the reason for that was because we saw multiple defenders, Quay Walker comes to mind immediately, kind of over pursuing where the receiver caught the ball. And on a wet field or on a crap field, it's a really good way to screw up. You've almost got to slow it down a little bit and play in control. Kind of sometimes one of the downfalls of a hyper-aggressive defense. So they got to adjust to that. And then Love just keeps on losing his footing all over the place. That hopefully they're adjusting that at the half.
Jacob saying, I'm still nervous, more as a fan.
Yeah, I get. It is very important to keep this in the context of the whole season. 1, they're winning.
Yeah.
2, it's week 1. This does not the season make.
Well, and it just, today feels very preseason.
Yeah, execution is all over the place. They were very penalty heavy, especially in the first quarter. It feels sloppy.
Yes, it feels like we're making up for the fact that we played, we touched the ball 3 times in preseason.
Yeah.
And now we're in a game where there's a super sloppy field. People are sliding everywhere, so that obviously affects performance. But then it just, like we've mentioned, like earlier, the connection just doesn't feel there. It feels like we're still going, hey, how's your summer been?
Yeah, right.
Like this,
right?
It feels like we're catching up and.
Oh, hey, remember, you're supposed to run this way, not that way.
Right, and it's just the little things that like this game, however frustrating it is to leave those points on the field, it's still, we're still doing all right. Yeah. We're getting there, but.
Yeah, it's like there's frustration and for good reason, but they are winning.
Yes,
and it is week 1. Right. I'm sure Philadelphia streams are awfully similar,
yes,
and that like
sure
we may play like garbage. How are we losing? Like and they're angrier than us too.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what Steve says.
Who needs to step up in the second half? I say Jacobs, Watson, and Wicks.
Watson, I'm not going to get on too much because like he did get open, especially that one in the end zone.
Yes. Yeah.
Wicks has got to catch the ball. I know like one, his body was flailing all over the place from slipping, but like that 2 drops, pretty inexcusable.
When both of them hit your hands, it's really hard.
And Jacobs, yes, I would agree, but I also want to see him used differently, right?
Yes. Caleb saying June Reed is looking like wide receiver 1 right now.
Agreed.
Yes. PJB saying, was Joe Barry rehired?
No.
I mean, no.
No. But okay, but here's the thing. The Packers are getting good pressure on Jalen Hurts. Like, let's not lose sight of that. They are getting good pressure.
Yes.
They've gotten 2 turnovers, which was something never did last year. Okay. Those are obvious positives, right? However, there is a lack of tackling. Now, if you want to blame the field, okay, fine. I get it. But they're still over pursuing. Lack of tackling going on. The other thing is, keep in mind with Jair, and Jair lining up freaking 12 yards away, 10 yards away. We always got on Joe Barry about that, right? Because every corner did it, and it was so frustrating to watch. Remember, Jair last year said that he prefers to play that far off. So I don't wonder if what we saw on 2 plays in particular off the top of my head were Jair playing to his preference, which Hafley might give him the freedom to do, as opposed to a call that says be 10 yards off. So I think we just got to keep that in mind.
Peter, bonjour, Jon and Claudia. 17 points in 1 quarter. I don't like it at all. Our defense doesn't look that different from last year so far. I don't know about that.
I mean, it's defense is always, I'll say this, right? Defense is way harder to tell on a like TV viewing. Defense, you got to see more like the all 22. You got to see more of the numbers and stuff like that to really see what they're doing. So, I mean, what's going on? So, like, I will say, like, I'm happy with the pressure that they're generating. 2 turnovers is fantastic, but not happy with the simple completions into zone that we're still seeing.
Ben saying McDuffie needs to be replaced. He needs to be replaced in the fact of he's being put on to, like, his matchups are not playing to his strengths.
McDuffie is not a coverage backer. Why is he the one lined up on Barkley? I didn't like that play at all.
Andrew saying a bunch of small issues add up, need to clean those up. And that's
1000%.
what we've been saying, is this game is sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, there's nothing extremely, like, sirens blaring.
Yeah,
it's
sloppy.
A lot of sloppy things that just need to be cleaned.
They should be winning by more than they are.
Yes.
They are still winning. And to look at it and just say, like, well, why aren't they winning by more? Because they're playing sloppy. Like, that's the real root of the issue here.
Jacob saying this is a big season opener. I gotta imagine that this game will be an asset if and when we make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. It's just the time duration from week 1 to the playoffs is so long. It is such a long season. That's why it's so hard to say like week 1 really matters that much at all. But to go against a contending team in an uncomfortable environment, that is good for a young team at any time.
Steve asking, are there any injuries?
Not that I'm aware of, Steve.
No.
Not that I've seen. And that's a huge plus,
Yes.
especially on a crap field.
Right, yeah, it's actually quite... let's retract that. One of the sideline refs did get his ankle looked at.
Yes, he did.
But I believe he's still in the game.
Yes.
Chris saying Wilson, I think, get a...
Yeah, that's true.
Big time positive too.
Emmanuel Wilson looked fantastic.
Yeah.
He was very creative at a runner, more so than I ever saw in camp. Fully appreciate that. That was nice.
J Fig saying, I'm sure the Packers will make some adjustments during the half.
100% J Fig.
Yes, they absolutely should. Chad saying, I'd like to see Edgerrin Cooper in the second half.
Yeah, he's mostly just playing teams right now. Just keep in mind, Chad, Edgerrin Cooper missed so much of training camp. He is very, very green right now. Very wet behind the ears. Like, he got a lot of learning to do because he missed the majority of camp with his injury. So I'm not surprised we're not seeing him much defensively right now.
Peter, linebacker is still a position of need.
Yeah, it is probably the weakest spot on the team. Cooper, as he learns things, will help with that. But it is still the entire roster. It's still one that maybe makes you raise your eyebrows a little bit.
Chagavi, I want D-line to tighten up and tackling to improve. Yes, sir. And Love, keep doing what you do.
And stop slipping, Love.
Yes. Fix your cleats. Janelle, defense, lots of missed tackles, third and long conversions. On the good side, forced turnovers, and more aggressive.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody's been calling for a more aggressive defense, and you can definitely tell in how much Hurts has to move. I mean, he has had to throw away the ball multiple times, which is something we did not see this kind of pressure last season, and everybody's been calling for a much more aggressive defense.
It's been consistent.
And you can see that.
Yeah. And as for not turning that pressure into sacks, no one does against Hurts.
Yes.
Like it was I know last year they kind of came in spurts, but it is incredibly hard to sack Jalen Hurts, and the pressure is still great. Let's see, just kickoff is done. So here we go. Philadelphia with the ball on the 30. Down 2, just starting off the second half. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley, who tries to find a little lane, but nice tackle. Clark kind of slowed down his progress, then Barkley fell forward. Gain of only a couple as we're moving on to second down. Let's see here, catching up on a couple more. There's Steve.
I hope when the Packers get back home, the whole team goes to Claudia's restaurant and have roast beef sandwiches with onions, a sriracha sauce, hot pepper cheese. Wow, you are specific.
And tips big.
Yes, in cash.
All right, here we go. 14:28 to go in the third. We'll get to the rest of those comments in just a second. But Hurts in shotgun now for 2nd and 7. He takes the snap. He's dropping back is Jalen Hurts. Then he throws to the right where Jair kind of fell behind his man, and that's a big completion to A.J. Brown. And he is streaking. He's running. He gets away from Jair. That's a touchdown for Philly. How exciting. Can we see the replay of that, please? I want to know why Jair was so far away from him. That was less than thrilling. So what, like a 60, 68, 67-yard touchdown or so? That's not the way the second half was supposed to start. Well, so there goes Brown. It was a little bit of outward motion. And then a little bit of hand fighting with Jair. And Brown was just faster.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown was just straight up faster than Jair Alexander. Disappointing. And that gives Philly the lead back, making it 24-19 as Elliott hits the extra point. Let you handle that. There you go. All right. Well, that's one way to start the second half. It's just not a good way.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Ben saying Slayton and Clark getting push on the center. D needs to keep pressuring the center. Yes.
Agreed.
Mick saying new safety group.
McKinney's got a pick. Bullard has looked relatively inconsistent thus far. As for that play. I don't know if Bullard was supposed to be over the top with Jair, or if Jair was just in man coverage and then just got beat. I don't know. Janelle saying aggressive bump and run, and Brown beat it. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too. Like that looked like man coverage, and Brown just got that half yard of separation and then was just faster than Jair. And we call that less than ideal in the business.
Joseph saying Wilson is running much better than Jacobs, looks quicker. He's also
First half he did. Yeah, for sure.
and he is also, like John said earlier, just a lot more creative.
That's what I see. Yeah.
And working the outside, which look, it's like somebody over here was saying that. Ray saying we need to run the ball, and Emmanuel Wilson has a good spark. He showed that, absolutely. Michael loving the halftime show.
What's up, Michael?
Steve saying they have to tip Claudia $1,000 times what their jersey number is.
We got a wedding to pay for, Steve. I agree.
In cash. Michael saying what the crap.
Yeah, that's from my step
saying
first play.
interesting is on the field goals. Gary Freeze, well, that happened fast.
Yeah.
Peter, typical Joe Bearish man coverage.
Jair just got beat.
Yep, yeah. I mean, that was
But
it.
hey, we said when Hafley was hired and they were preparing to go to more man, be ready for more big plays. Because when you get beaten, man, it goes bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that example right there. Whoa, flea flicker! Hey, flea flicker loves looking. Oh boy, no one was open on the flea flicker. Loves looking for someone to go to desperately and then throws it away. Man, they do flea flicker and nobody was open. Come on.
But that was good. Like that. If somebody could get open, that was good. That was a good snap, a good handoff, a good toss.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the blocking held.
It did.
Because we have seen where they try that.
It did.
And the pocket immediately collapses on Jordan Love and he has nowhere to go with it. He
had
time.
Yeah, I see what happened. So it looked like Green Bay only had 2 receivers actually go out because they kept in both Musgrave and Kraft to block to make sure that the flea flicker could work. Hand off to Jacobs here. Jacobs finds a... No, Jacobs loses the ball. Ooh, but it's recovered.
Hey, did y'all miss Aaron Jones? Because he does that too. Just saying.
All right, so Jacobs loses the ball. Luckily, loses it forward, and then it was recovered by a Green Bay play. Yeah, just the...
Bo Melton!
Dabo!
The agenda continues.
3rd and 1. All right, so Love with the snap. He's got to find somewhere. Pressure coming, and he...
There's a flag.
But
There's a flag.
It's a target to Bo. Bo bent his body to try to get it, but now we got a flag, and we'll see if it's on Philly. It's going to be on Philly. Come on, it's going to be on Philly. Offense is staying on the field. Bo gives a thumbs up. That's going to be on Philly. That's going to be a first down.
We love Bo. The agenda took a hit with Anthony Johnson Jr.
They really did.
But Bo is holding us strong.
Yeah. Now, when we see Oladapo, he's got to do me proud.
Yes.
All right, 13:25 to go in the third. We're still waiting on what the hole or what the penalty was. Awfully looks like it's going to be on Philly's defense, though, because no one is leaving the field for Green Bay. Can we get there? All right.
2 fouls by Philadelphia.
Pass interference. That's 1. Oh, but that's declined. Oh, and then a personal foul roughing the passer. See, you can't do that. Number 27.
Kevin Kevel saying, Bo, always willing to do more.
I like it. I like it.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So Bond was the one who roughed the passer. Oh, and I think it's because his hand, like as he was going down on Love, his hand went up there. And when you're pursuing a quarterback, no part of you can go anywhere near this, or else it's going to get flagged every time. And we saw it even last night in Baltimore, Kansas City. All right, well, Green Bay has not had a penalty in quite a while. Philly is now catching up to Green Bay in the penalty department.
And
Love over the middle. He hits Tucker Kraft.
Who's going stays on his feet?
You could tell Kraft had that thought for a millisecond of like, am I going to jump over this dude? Like, look, you can see it. You can see it in his eyes of
right
like,
here,
whoop,
I could
whoop,
jump him.
and then he opted not to, and instead just goes out of bounds. Oh, Tuck Kraft.
You still got that
those
little
instincts
rookie.
almost won there.
I could do it. I could do it. That's gonna kill me. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna have kids. If I do it, it's too much more. I gotta stop. All right, here we go.
All right.
Love in shotgun.
First
Now they got
and
the ball.
10, Dobbs in motion.
They're on the 16. Winds up being a
Handoff.
handoff for Jacobs, who tries to take his time, but just nothing going. And came in from the right-hand side. Gain of 1 or 2 by Jacobs. That I will say, at least on that carry, I'm not going to fault Jacobs. He took his time, tried to find a lane. There was just nothing going on that one. Sets up second down. Finish this sentence. In the midnight hour, she cried, "Go Pack, go!" Kevin Kettles saying,
Keep your hands off Pookie.
Veronica's Pookie.
Snow
Mountain, Bone Mountain. I can get with that. I'm excited to use that in winter.
Yak and cheese craft.
Love takes the snap, but there's pressure coming up the middle. He dumps it to Tucker Kraft, incomplete. And yeah, pressure straight up the middle on Love on that one. He had to get rid of it. Incomplete. Looks like Jalen Carter was the one with the pressure against Jordan Morgan. That's the matchup I hate. It's just, I'm not a Jordan Morgan hater by any stretch. He had a good training camp, but just in your very first game where you may not be 1,000% healthy to go against Phillies D tackles, less than ideal. All right, so we got 3rd and 9. Love in shotgun.
3.
Read outward
2.
motion. He takes the snap. Free runner for Philly.
And
we got a flag. The ball went to no one. It was a highly lofted throw. No defenders, no receivers were that close to it. Wicks was the closest one there. And I have a feeling that Wicks, it looks as though Wicks was held back. First down, Green Bay. What was that in coverage? Oh, that's Avonte Maddox. I speculated with all the injuries to Philly secondary that Maddox may go back to play in the slot. And he did. And then he fell down and held Wicks. That's a good thing.
Steve, John, my girlfriend says you look like Bray Wyatt. She says, can smile and wave.
Hi, Steve's girlfriend. Thank you. All right, 1st and goal now for Green Bay. Sirianni looks sad. What a shame.
The eye rolls.
What?
From Sirianni.
Oh, well, yeah. He strikes me as that kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, 11:58 to go in the 3rd. 1st and goal for Green Bay, trying to retake the lead. They've got the ball on the 2.
Come on.
6 seconds to go on the play clock. And it's not a handoff to Jacobs. Instead, that's a touchdown. Christian Watson on the slant. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That was a beautiful fake to Jacobs.
Yes, that was nice. See, when you be predictable in the first half, then you can be unpredictable in the second half.
Watson's throw that's in his little picture.
It's incredible.
Is insane.
It is.
It takes off like almost a quarter of the screen.
Yeah.
That is glorious.
Yeah, I remember the first time I noticed that at camp, that helmet does work holding that all in. And
yeah.
It's like,
which now he's got it in a style, but wow. And
there we go. Kick up. Good. Down the middle. Narvison with the extra point. Woo!
Captain Couple saying LOL held the guy and still fell over. Michael saying, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Captain Couple's Pookie scored again.
Woo, Pookie. Go get him, silly buddy.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Green Bay back in the lead, 26-24.
Woo, woo,
woo. What kind of dance was that, Watson? All
Whatever
right.
he wants it to be.
That was good. We'll take it. Execution was stronger. We will absolutely take it.
Right? If we could just do that.
Now the defense has got to hold up.
Yes.
Defense has got to hold up. Cannot allow them to take it back again. Brett also saying, go Pack, go. Amen. Amen, Brett. Go Pack, go.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Great.
Woo. I mean, at least it's been a fun one. Frustrating, but a fun one.
Yeah. I mean, they sure know how to keep us entertained. Never a dull moment.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, all right. Our stream just did a little hiccup in the giddy up there for our stream.
I don't know how I feel about this whole peacock thing.
A what now thing?
A peacock thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I have so many thoughts.
You know, first off, I'm not a whole fan of, going to all this private stuff. Anywho.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like it was a lot more smooth on Prime than it is on Peacock.
Yeah, I'll go with that. You know, I don't love games being on Prime, but I will say that Amazon Prime's coverage thus far has been very strong. I mean, plus they've got that like alternative cast with all the next gen stats, which is really cool. Like they brought something new to the game with their coverage.
Yep.
Peacock just feels like NBC's coverage just made expensive now.
Yeah.
And that's not that Peacock's terribly expensive, but it's still annoying.
Yeah.
I get it. So
well, and isn't it so fitting that they raised their prices right before, they...
Well, how convenient. They got to pay for this package.
Right.
Peter, bonjour.
Anders Carlson looks amazing tonight.
Hey, he hasn't missed yet. That's right. But so does Narvison. He looks good.
Yes, we love our new kicker.
Yes, indeed we do.
Our thicker kicker.
Yeah. All right, so they're just showing a replay now of the touchdown. That was a really nice play action from Love to Jacobs. That was nice. And then just a quick slant. Take it all day long. All right, now the kick. It's so weird to see the kicker all alone.
Yeah.
It's so weird. All right, kick up by Narvison. Are they going out of the back of the end zone again? It's caught in the end zone.
And touchback.
Touchback. All right, how exciting this new kickoff is. 11:55 to go in the third. Green Bay still up 2.
Patrice!
What's up, Patrice?
Saying defense got to get it going now, right? Like, we need to...
Got to get back to how we were the first 2 drives.
Get some spice.
Yeah.
Just enough spice. Not too much.
Yeah, I said it before, but it remains true. The downside of man coverage, yes, like you can be more aggressive. You can expect more positive plays for the defense. The downside, you're going to give some stuff up too. And that was Jair on that last play.
Yep. All right, Philly, 1st and 10, Hurts under center.
Takes the snap. He rolls back, and he rolls to the right. Oh, but Rashawn getting his big old mitts on there and batting that down.
Saying, oh, heck no.
Yes. Rashawn, very nice. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. Cam Campbell saying Andy Herman is pointing out this D-line is struggling to get past pressure, and he got wrong, but a tall ask versus Philly.
Yeah, I don't know as if I completely agree with Herman's assessment on that. Like, they are getting some pressure. It's not all that quick, though. Like, the plays are developing, and then they're getting pressure. And it is mostly coming from Preston or Rashawn.
10, motion by number 18, and it is a Saquon Barkley run.
Oh, hey! Edgerrin Cooper!
Hey!
That's what you know, I was just saying, too.
Cooper's in!
Hey, look at that! He makes a play.
Touched him. He kind of tripped him up.
Man, does he looks skinny for a linebacker.
Yeah.
But, and Cooper is out.
That's, he made an appearance.
Right? Life of a rookie. Come in, get a tackle, get out.
They heard you.
3rd and 8. Hurts in shotgun.
Ooh.
Oh, Devontae Wyatt. There's Rashawn.
They did not
Was there a
call
flag?
that.
Was there seriously not a flag?
He didn't encroach, though. He didn't.
Okay, so the rule is like defenders can get back as long as they don't make any contact with any offensive player. So the refs must be saying that Wyatt got back. It just didn't really look like it. But Rashawn completely just runs around Lane Johnson and smacks around Jalen Hurts.
He not only
Huge
smacked
sack.
him, he full on, like, legs up,
Boy, Rashawn.
curled, like, he put his entire weight
Yeah, he did.
onto
Yeah, he
Jalen
did.
Hurts.
Rashawn.
That was good.
Yeah. 4th and 14. I'm just still surprised there was no penalty called on Wyatt, but like, who cares? We'll take it. Sack for Rashawn Gary. 4th and 14, punt going up, and there is Jaden Reed on the punt return. Fair caught at about the 21. Is that right? But mark that. But all right, cool.
Yeah.
Unexpected. Don't fully understand it, but a sack and Packer ball. Was that Philly's first punt?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, because they've either had turnovers or points.
Quote me.
Right on. We'll take it. Steve.
Our kicker kicks goes straight, and Carlson kicks went this way or that way.
That is rather undeniable. Yeah. But Narvison's have been very true thus far.
Cam Campbell saying, there it is. Commando G-Man saying, well, Gary is here.
Yes, indeed he is. Love takes the snap. He drops back. He throws off to his left, and he hits
Beautiful
Romeo
throw
Dobbs.
to Romeo Dobbs.
Very nice pitch and catch. Gain of about 11 and a first down. 10-19 to go in the third.
Let's do that again.
Agreed. Ben.
Cooper!
He made a play. Yeah. There we go.
Kevin Kibble's saying,
Oh, what do we got? There you go.
let's get a touchdown.
Amen.
Gabby saying, wanna see me some Ben Sims.
Hey,
Been there.
Tucker's been looking great. Musgrave we haven't really seen, but Tucker's made a few nice plays, and he blocked incredibly well.
Reed is in motion.
Whoa!
So is Kraft. That's not how that works.
Well, that was just a straight up broken play. Their timing got all off. You can't have two dudes motion at once, and that's coming back for sure. That was just straight up a broken play that guys just got all out of sync on that one. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Can't do that.
Yep. Steve asking, has Evan Williams played at all?
Not that I've necessarily seen his number, which is rather surprising thus far. I'll start keeping an eye out for it though.
Complicated fella going, I don't get butterflies when the kicker kicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it? I really can't deny it.
So we have a 1st and 15 because of the penalty.
Yep.
Actually, now the penalties are starting to line up.
Oh, look at that.
Green Bay 7 penalties costing 51 yards. Philly has 6 costing 52.
That might be Green Bay's first penalty since the first quarter because they had a bunch early and then they kind of droughted it for a bit.
Love dropping back.
Throwing over the middle.
That
and
was just not...
something was wrong with the route or it was a bad throw. Regardless, that was at Jaden Reed's feet. If it even got to his feet, incomplete.
Yeah.
2nd and 15. So, yeah, I mean, that was a laser from Love.
Yeah.
He unleashed on that and
just
that
down to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm saying bad throw.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kebbles.
Wilson back in. I like that Matt is not afraid to say running back room needs to be better results.
Yeah.
I see where the AJ Dillon role was, I think.
I agree. AJ Dillon definitely had a role in this team before he got hurt.
2nd and 15.
Empty set for Love, and he goes over.
Oh! Romeo Dobbs with the just straight through the gloves.
Doesn't matter how good the play design is if you can't catch.
I mean, that was wide open.
Well, it should have been a first down at the very least.
Yeah. Straight through the gloves. I mean, that is very uncharacteristic for Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah. So that's what, the 3rd or 4th drop off the top of my head? Either way, less than ideal.
Sure, the 3rd.
Yeah,
because
for
Wicks
sure.
has had 2.
Dobbs might have had
Here
one
we
earlier
go.
too.
Kraft is running around.
3rd and 15. Love rolls out to the right, but then throws to the left where Emmanuel Wilson is just slaughtered by number 17. But we got a flag. And the Kobe Dean, the linebacker, was the one who just took a shot at Emmanuel Wilson. That play was that was busted from the get-go. Emmanuel Wilson had no prayer to make anything happen on that.
What?
An illegal shift on the offense.
The only one I saw move was Kraft.
So that's going to set up 4th and forever.
Can you show
Kobe
me the
Dean,
penalty?
what a play. Can we?
Yeah.
What was the penalty?
Right.
No.
Yeah, they're not going to show us. The only person that I saw move was Kraft on that for the motion. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
Wheeling with the kick. It's up, and it's a boomer. Goes all the way to about the Philly 16. Oh! Eric Wilson.
Right.
That's right. You got a job. And he hits the punt returner for Philadelphia. It kind of came out of nowhere. Maybe that was McDuffie based upon the celebration, but stopped it dead in its tracks, and we got a flag. Steve, yes. Yes. Especially at camp. He will let it fly. In fact, he looks pissed more often than not at camp.
He puts on a poker face, and even his poker face ain't really that good during the games.
But with the team, yeah, he absolutely does. What now?
We don't know. They don't.
All right,
There
let's
are
see what else we
flags.
got here. Michael.
Every one of this kicker's kicks have been right down the middle.
It's refreshing, ain't it?
Michael C. G's refs just crapping on Kraft tonight.
Was he the one called for the illegal formation? Is that what it
Well,
was? Because we don't have the sound on.
So they, just from the captions, it was two penalties for two players in motion. The first one was Reed moving and Kraft moving. I saw that. Like that. Yes, Kraft.
Yeah. That's super obvious one.
Right. The next one, I only saw Kraft move. I don't know who else made motion to cause a flag. And they didn't show us a replay, so I'm not sure what happened there. I'm assuming this flag has got to be on the Eagles. Sirianni's not happy. All the refs are talking to him, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Too many flags, Jagavi. I agree.
They're starting
sloppy.
to the flags and penalties are starting to even out between the teams. It started out extremely heavy on Packers. We were getting flags left and right.
That's true.
Now we're starting to even out. Illegal formation. .58 was not lined up on the line.
Right.
Illegal blindside block.
So now we're going to repeat fourth down because Eagles had a blindside block. The Packers, those two penalties don't feel equal. McDuffie was not lined up on the line. Eagles had a blindside block. And there you go. Let's redo fourth down. How? All right. So the last three penalties by Green Bay have been illegal formations and just not being on the line. Come on, guys. Maybe we should start playing in the preseason. Wait, that was a blindside block? Was it really? Yeah, right. Sometimes better lucky than good. Okay, here we go. Another punt for Whelan. Do it again. Boom it, Whelan. Kind of a high snap from Orzik, but he catches it. Punts that away. It is a significantly shorter punt this time. About 10 yards shorter. It's fair caught at the 32, where Philly's going to take over. All right, let's see what Steve's got to say.
Anyone ever see how ripped and cut Eric Wilson is? That dude is jacked.
More so than any other dude on the team. Like, yeah, no, dude is ripped.
Captain Keppel's the blood on the Eagles uniforms be wild. It reminds me of 80s football.
There's
blood on their jersey.
I think a couple of them. But that's the thing with white jerseys.
Ref is losing his voice. Wow, yeah, I mean, he's talking quite a bit.
Tolbert calls a lot of penalties. Add in the fact that it's week 1.
Not shocking.
This is not surprising.
Chris Hand saying, these refs remind me of a mom that asked her kid, does he have homework? But she already spoke to him. She knows.
Just got to confirm it.
Right?
See if you're lying.
Got to catch you in the lie.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Test the honesty.
Yeah. All righty. Let's check in on things over here. Right now, per ESPN, the win probability is with Green Bay at 50.7%.
0.7. Yeesh.
Love in total thus far is 10 of 22 for 173 and 2. Hurts 15 of 24 for 221, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Emmanuel Wilson is their leading rusher at 3 carries for 37 yards. Saquon, 11 carries, 36 and 1 for Philly. Jaden Reed is their leading receiver, of course. 2 catches, 79 yards and a tutty. And then A.J. Brown, 4, 108 and a tutty for Philly. And that's that, my friends.
Yeah,
26-24.
This is a game.
Let's see. Just diving into some other stats here. Romeo Dobbs has 3 for 41. Tucker Kraft, 2 for 37. Josh Jacobs, 1 for 9. Christian Watson, 2 for 7. That's it. No one else has a catch. No catches for Luke Musgrave. No catches for Dontavian Wicks. No catches for Emmanuel Wilson. Let's see. And then I want to see if it's on here, which it is not. I was looking for a drop tracker, but not here.
Yeah. Dobbs had 1. Wicks, I know, had 2. I don't know if you would count any of Watson's for drops.
I personally wouldn't, but Chad saying sloppy game.
You're not kidding.
100%, man.
We got
Michael. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can get you his rushing stats for that carry. Yeah, it was a 33-yard carry, and it did because he came out of the backfield like it was a handoff. It was an end around. So yes, counted as a rushing.
Steve Love has to have good passing rating.
He does. 103. No touchdowns. Or 2 touchdowns, no picks will do that. But that completion percentage, not high enough. That's not helping.
All right.
But yeah, 103.
Hurts is in shotgun. Hand off to, I'm assuming, Barkley.
Yep, that is.
Just
Who
keeps
gets a
on
good push.
running.
And that's about an 8-yard gain for Barkley, setting up 2nd and 2, 8:38 to go in the third. Holy crap, this third quarter is taking forever.
Yeah.
Just realize that. Holy buckets. We still got 8 to go in the third. All right, so Hurts now going no huddle. The Phillies trying to hurry it up.
2nd and 2.
And we got some adjustments at the line.
Trying to hurry it up, but then we're going to adjust.
8:20 to go. TJ Slayton in on the line. Wyatt in on the line. And it's a run for Hurts, but Preston Smith says nay. And McDuffie brings him down as well. Preston Smith was not fooled at all. And he brings down Jalen Hurts. Only maybe a yard for Hurts there.
No,
Sets
nothing.
Up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Ooh, nothing's better.
Yes. Preston saw that and said, no.
Yeah, and it was a QB option for Jalen Hurts, who you could say did not make the correct decision. Preston Smith was not fooled. Really, really nice job by Preston Smith. 3rd and 2. 7:40 to go in the third. All right, Hurts in shotgun. Barkley in motion. Hurts, it's play action, but McDuffie goes and gets him. Yes, Isaiah McDuffie. And then he throws the ball. They're going to call it incomplete. At least Jair's still having fun. But the throw goes into the dirt for Jalen Hurts. Some of the Packers were like, there should be a fumble. It shouldn't have been a fumble. So an incomplete pass there sets up 4th down, and this is going to be a punt.
A little bit.
This is going to be a punt for Philly, or at least it should be. Isaiah McDuffie, again, a beautiful read by another Packer linebacker this time on an option for Philly. McDuffie, very quick closure of his pursuit.
Oh, okay. They're just calling it.
Oh, okay. So he's talking to the booth about the clock. So, yes, indeed. Incomplete pass. And here's the punt. It's up. And the punt returner on this one, again, Jaden Reed, who fair catches it at the 12-ish. 7:21.
Reed just tossed it to the ref, and it was a horrible toss. and then Reed just goes, my bad.
Right? I guess the ref was like flailing trying to catch. My bad. My bad, ref.
Up and over.
Don't call my penalty. That's on us. I didn't do it on purpose. My bad.
This is why I'm not a quarterback.
Right. All right. So another commercial break for this third quarter. Sweet goodness. Ay. Chris, what you got?
Reading the quarterback on a read like that is someone chasing their cute kitty.
Both of those are incredibly impressive by McDuffie and Preston Smith. They did not fall for it at all, which is tremendously impressive going against Jalen Hurts. I would say Smith's was more impressive. McDuffie's was impressive from the stance of his closing speed was absurd. He got to Hurts in a hurry to the point where Hurts couldn't do anything else with it. Preston Smith was he read it like a book.
And that's it. Like, Preston was arguably the only one that was not phased, not fooled at all.
Yes.
He knew exactly where he was going, what was happening. Like, he closed in like nobody's business.
Yes, agreed. Chad, what you got?
I really enjoy your guys' watch parties. You both do a great job. Thank you so much, Chad. We
really
appreciate everybody being here. It's awesome to have you guys.
We were very much looking forward to the return of watch parties and hanging out with all you guys, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
So, all right, what time we got? It's 9:39 here in Wisconsin, and we still have several minutes to go in the third. It'll be nice to see the offense back on the field. That'll be a welcome change. Let's see the win counter or the win probability now. is at 54% for Green Bay. Woo.
All right. Just keep on going up.
What we got?
We got Brett saying, if we score this drive, it's writing in stone, game over. But don't play like it's game over.
Right, you'd love to have more of a lead for sure, but that would be a heck of a momentum push for Green Bay here.
Yep, as long as we play, as long as you never let up. There's no need to let up. Captain Kevin's saying, a blitz that worked? Wild.
What is this new world?
Right?
Yes.
Crazy.
All right, Love under center for 1st and 10. They've got the ball. Ooh, kind of a nice spot. They got it at the 13. Looked to me like it was going to be at the 11, but all right.
Some motion
who might argue?
From Wicks. Hand off to Jacobs.
Who breaks one tackle in the backfield, then rumbles forward.
That's a beautiful run up the center.
That was nice.
Breaking that tackle. Gain of probably around 8.
Yeah, that very easily could have been a 1 or 2 yard loss, but instead he broke that tackle, turned it into a positive play, 8 or 9. And now Jalen Carden and Josh Jacobs are exchanging some words, and I don't think they're pleasantries.
They're chatting.
Mm-hmm. Those look like not niceties. Oh, hey,
Don't
Peacock.
Do that. Think we're still current?
I think so.
Ours just buffered, so if we're a little bit behind now, blame Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Jagavi's saying I might have to have my second dinner of the night.
All right, Love handing off to Jacobs. Jacobs to the outside for a first down. Yes. And another 8, maybe 9 yard run, and there's a flag. Come on.
Of course. As McKnight says, clean up the penalties.
Hey, maybe this one's off Philly.
Yes.
Maybe.
I would love it.
Oh, Doler Hyde. Oh, you're a champion, my friend. 340 here. I'm going to suffer. Yeah, that's right. I do recall.
It is on Walker. Holding.
I believe you're in England, right, Doler Hyde? You are a champion, my friend. 340. My goodness. But a nice outside run. Okay. Yeah, all right. I mean, it wasn't exactly egregious, but that makes it 2nd and 11.
All right.
2nd and 11, backed up to the 12-yard line now. Love in shotgun, empty set. They've been doing that a bunch today. Musgrave in at tight end, then 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Love drops back, throws it over the middle. Picked.
Yep.
Not a good throw from Love. Not even remotely a good throw. Jesus, Love.
Yeah, that was not a good decision.
I do believe Love threw that off of his back foot. Threw it into double coverage. And you might have just given him the lead.
Yeah, that was not.
What are you doing, Love? What?
Musgrave was the target.
It's hard from the angle they just showed. It's hard to see what Love saw and why he would think Musgrave was ever really open. I mean, when the play very first started, fine, but Love wasn't even in the back of his drop back at that point. Terrible decision. So Philly takes over with the ball at the 24-yard line. Hurts in shotgun, takes the snap, throws it over the middle to an actual open receiver.
Cannot tackle.
Quay can't tackle. Bullard with the tackle, gain of about 8. Come on. Kevin Kell's saying.
Yep, saw that coming. Green Bay pressing at the moment.
That penalty was a killer.
Yeah. Gary Freeze, Love has been scary all night.
Yeah.
Not
Love's best night,
I was
that's
thinking
for sure.
Quarterback run. Yeah, well.
Yeah. All right, Hurts in shotgun, 2nd and 2, and
They
it's a carry for Saquon up the middle.
And that is a first down.
Up to the 11. There you go. Brett, the bastion of positivity.
Yes, we still got this.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Philly may
still
retake the
plenty
lead
of
here,
ball
but
game.
5 minutes to go in the third. All the time in the world to still get momentum back in their favor.
Yes.
That was a really bad decision by Jordan Love.
Yep.
All right, Love in shotgun for this 1st and 10. They're at the 11. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off. It's going up the middle to Barkley.
Nobody can stop him.
Barkley gets good push.
His way.
That's a gain of about 8. Michael, so they're going to say that it happened because as the defender's body was turning upfield, Walker like kept the hug on him. You can't do that. Walker, technically speaking, needed to release and allow the defender to turn. And so even though Walker didn't like tug on him, the fact that he kind of kept that hug going, that's what got the flag.
And it's another run and touchdown.
Barkley pushed up the middle. Touchdown, Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Yeah. I think is that Barkley's third touchdown?
Yes, he has scored every single touchdown they've had.
How exciting.
Because he's the only one that seems to be able to do anything for the Eagles. And the Green Bay Packers can do nothing to stop him.
Then Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith's making some nice catches.
Well, yeah, but Saquon Barkley is really their big game maker today. I mean, he's...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's just about the only one to touch the ball besides him, Goddard, and a couple touches by Devonta Smith.
Mm-hmm. Extra point up. Good. 31-26, Philly.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, there is more scoring in this game than I thought there would be. I thought the game would end in the 20s, but neither defense is making stop after stop. But this is not Jordan Love's best night. We can say that. And that's not to say he sucks. It's not to say it's going to stay that way. It's just saying, one night, this is not Jordan Love's best night. Just not.
We got Kevin Kebbell saying lack of running game versus a good defense is tough. Luckily, it seems like the game will be long. It sure is taking long. Which
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
we're on the underside. We would like it to be long.
Yes.
Then once we get on top, we'd like it to go very quickly.
Yes.
Cam Kebbell saying of the two
Free agent
backs for these teams, one seems to be better performing.
Yeah, he is Kevin Kebbell, but there's a whole bunch of stuff around that, right? You could argue for Philly's line, they're using him better. You could argue that Philly's line is just better. Like, that certainly has something to do with it, too. And it's not like Barkley's been stellar either. I mean, he's up to 15 carries for 60 yards now. So it's not like he's sitting at 120 yards or anything. 15 for 60 is not like this world beater average. What's 4 yards a carry? And then he's got the one catch. So
okay, AJ Brown got their other touchdown.
Yeah, he had the really big, like the 67-yarder. Yes, for sure. Is he looking better than Jacobs? Yes, but it's not like Barkley's setting the world on fire.
Ayahuasca saying, how many fire hell comments so far?
Fire half. Ayahuasca, you're the first one. Luckily, you are the first one. After those first two drives, you're saying build the statue. But, yeah.
Chris saying, I've noticed we haven't done a lot of screens, have we?
No, we haven't. And frankly, for good reason. The Green Bay Packers in training camp, and this has been the thing for years, have tremendous difficulty running two different kinds of plays. One, the halfback toss, which we really haven't seen tonight. And two, a screen. Now, they've tried a couple screens tonight to varying results. One, Emmanuel Wilson nearly died on. And that's part of it. Is like Green Bay, since LaFleur came on board, and it's not like they were great at the ending McCarthy years either. It's been like a good decade since they were a really good screen team. But they just don't do it super well anymore. And that was pretty evident in camp. It was rare for one to work for how many they actually ran.
Kevin Kimmels, I'm upset. Okay, I was leading the Jacobs for 1,000 club.
There is plenty of time for Jacobs to still crack into the 1,000 club.
And the kick goes through the end zone.
Especially now, the longer they make the season, the easier it gets for running backs too, right? Esteban, what's up, Esteban? What is that? Technically like a nauseous face? Yeah, I get it. I get it. This is frustrating. It feels so much like first half Green Bay, doesn't it? Like the offense is going in spurts, but it just isn't working. Things are being forced. The passing game isn't executing. Love is chucking off the back foot to somebody who's not wearing his Jones jersey. That kind of thing. And the defense is not tackling as well as they should.
Musgrave in motion.
There we go. Love on a quick slant. Dobbs bobbled it a little bit, but still got the catch. Should go down for about a 9-yard gain, getting Green Bay up to about the 40. Brett.
The kickoff is BS. I don't like it.
I just, if they wanted more kicks, then, like, I think they even said this in pregame. Someone mentioned it to Goodell. Like, then they should have made the touchback worse than the 30. Because what we're seeing, just kicking into the end zone, that's going to become a norm. It's not going to result the way I think they're hoping for it to.
All right, read in motion.
Still a carry for Jacobs. There we go.
First down.
Should be about a 5-yard carry right up the gut. I really like that fake action to Reed, though, considering that the end around worked for Reed earlier in the game on that 30-yard touchdown. I like that little subtle fake in there. It's enough, especially when you only need a couple for a first down. It's just enough to make the defense go and tighten up a little and allow Jacobs to get 5. First down. Janelle.
No more Packers penalties, please.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It would be nice. That's what I was just saying, Peter. I know. Like, it looks like first half Jordan Love. The whole offense looks first half.
All right. Ooh,
Love throws behind Wicks, kinda. And then Wicks can't hang on. Coverage by Mitchell. Was it a drop? Was it a pass breakup? I don't know. Either way, incomplete. Wicks and Love not doing great work tonight. Yeah, I'm going to say that's more breakup than anything. And that throw was way too far behind him for that type of route. Like that kind of throw needs to lead Wicks closer to the sideline, not back to the inside, unless it's by design. There's no way that one was designed that way.
Bow in motion.
Love takes a snap, and it is a screen to Josh Jacobs,
who gets the first down.
Spins his way forward. That's about 11 yards and a first down. He spun through contact, getting himself to that first. Here we go. There you go. There's that screen.
Yeah.
There you go, Chris. First down.
What?
Oh, is his hand hurt?
He's yelling at somebody.
Maybe to the trainer saying, hey, like, y'all, I need help. Some don't feel good, or I don't feel this. So, okay, number 8 is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And his hands, his hand kind of went limp, it looks like. No, but then he grabbed his face mask. But then that's the one that he's pointing to. Maybe he lost feeling in his hand temporarily, like if it got bent super weird. Or, I don't know, I'll just say, like, it has to be terrifying. And granted, my on-field experience is not exactly extensive. I was better on the sidelines. But it has to be terrifying for any player to get something bent weird and then have it go numb. That has got to be one of the scariest things on the field for a player. And if that's what happened,
it's like, your job.
Well, I mean, because for any player, I have to believe that the immediate thought in your head is did that just go forever? Did that get bent the wrong way? Why don't I feel this? Like that, it has to be your immediate panic thought. That's got to be scary. 2:40 to go in the third.
1st and 10.
Love under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs again. Jacobs with the seam. That one actually worked at the middle.
Going.
Yes, Jacobs with about a 20-yard run. See, there's the Jeff Jacobs we won. But hey, that one was up the middle.
Yes.
That was really good.
When you
Full
make
credit
it
where it's
work,
due.
when it's just an absolute mass
Oh,
of
nice,
bodies.
nice. They double teamed 97 up there in the middle, and then Jacobs had a nice clean path off of the right tackles, in between the right tackle and right guard. Doubling up 97 worked there incredibly well.
If you want to go up the middle that bad, you need to make it work for your running back.
Yeah.
You cannot just have, and we've seen that with Dylan a lot last year, of they're just sending him.
Another carry for Jacobs. This one goes to the outside. Yeah, Philly swarmed it though. That one was actually to the outside for Jacobs. A designed run to the outside, and there were 4 Eagles there, and no Packers. No outside run is going to work like that.
When you send somebody into a mass of bodies, you cannot you cannot reasonably expect somebody to go through that.
I think Watson might have blocked the wrong guy.
Oops.
Because Vaughn, 53 there, was much closer to Watson and had a much cleaner path to Jacobs. Watson elected not to hit him, though, went farther up the field and hit the safety. I don't wonder if when they review that, they're going to say Watson should have taken out the linebacker.
We got Emmanuel Wilson. He's in.
And he gets the pass to 2 Eagles. And so gain of basically nothing there, setting up 3rd and 10.
And that, because Wilson's not a receiving running back, is he?
I wouldn't say he's not. Like, I wouldn't say it's like a deficiency of his. It's been something he's been working on.
Because that.
But I wouldn't say he's like bad at it.
That looked uncomfortable for him.
Maybe that was a play call thing, or it also is entirely possible that Emmanuel Wilson was looking up the field and going, Jordan, why are you throwing to me? There's two of them, and I got no lead blocker. Maybe that was part of it.
So,
but I would not say Emmanuel Wilson is a bad pass catching back. It's just
3rd and 10,
a work in progress.
Dropping back
to Reed, and did he lead him too far? Was it a drop? Good
God. It
God.
was in his hands. I don't know.
All right, show the replay. Show what happened.
I don't want to see their faces. I don't care about their faces.
But the TV wants you to see them upset.
Right.
I want more replays.
Great. I don't care. Emotions don't matter. Football does.
43-yard field goal attempt for Narveson. Looking to go 3 for 3 on his first day.
We don't get to see what happened there. They'll
6
probably
seconds to go on the
show
play
it
clock.
later when we want them to show something else.
Kick is up. Oh, that faded. Oh, he missed it. Son of a... It hit the right upright. So the score stays 31-26. Packers can't capitalize. Come on. Yep. He pushed it. He kicked it to the right, and it stayed going right. And that's a miss.
No points on the board. Exactly what we needed.
Kevin Kettle's saying.
Jordan taking a lot of QB hits. I dislike it.
Agreed. Damn.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Maybe we can come into the 4th quarter better.
Would be nice. All right, Love taking the snap and shotgun, handing it off to Saquon.
Barkley. What a shock. Who breaks everything. Goodness gracious.
They never even got a hand on him. Like, he danced in the backfield, basically started to the right, then cut back to the left where there was, like, Moses parted the seas for him, and he takes it up the field. The thing is, like, we talked about this in pregame. Saquon Barkley is a very, very good running back. And he was a very, very good running back with the Giants when he had a crap offensive line. Now you put him behind what is probably the best offensive line in football? Yes, Saquon Barkley was going to get his in this game. But damn. This is just stupid. Gabbles.
Emotions don't matter. This is football. Damn, coach, let's go. Gary Freeze, it looks like the game is happening too fast for Love.
It looks like Love is under duress a lot, and he's pressing. When did we see that before? Basically the whole first half of last year. That's what it looks like right now. And that's what it feels like. And that's so goddamn frustrating.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Not wrong, Michael.
Yeah.
Chanel, they look unprepared for another opener.
Yeah.
It's almost like if they would have played together before, maybe they'd do a little better. Esteban saying Anders Carlson could have done that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I still like the way Narveson kicks. It feels comfortable, but it looked like he just... The thing with that one is, like, he didn't kick it and then it hooked a certain direction. Like, he kicked it and it kept going the exact angle that he kicked it at. It was just too far right. And so there we go. That's the miss, and the score stays 31-26 Philly. Yeah, still more scoring in this game than I thought. I thought both defenses do a little bit better than they are. It's just the execution has been ungodly sloppy. They look like a team that's like searching to gel. The thing is, though, offensively, why are you searching to gel? You got Josh Jacobs, who's new. You got a new right guard playing half the time. Everybody else is the same. Yes, you're going against Fangio, but I'm not looking at this and being like, well, Philly's defense is just make like lights out plays. No, Green Bay receivers are getting open, and then they can't catch.
Yeah.
Or Love throws it too far behind. Or Love throws off of his back foot to a dude who's double covered in the middle of the field. It's week 1. I don't want to sound overcritical. I don't want to sound doom and gloom. But at the same time, we've seen this before. It's ungodly frustrating. Because these things are preventable. And these things are fixable. They're just not there yet.
Peter saying these Packers remind me of the Packers of week 1 last season.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Yeah. And again, it feels like the offense last year where it's like when it just clicks, it's going to work and be really, really good.
Nice.
There we go.
There you go.
Who's
Get
that?
the momentum.
Is that?
56.
Yeah, Cooper. There we go. For all you clamoring for Cooper, there he is, making a play. Makes it 2nd down. Whoo! I mean, he had a move for that. Very nice, Edgerrin Cooper, to get in there and knock it away. Nice job by the Rook. 2nd down. And there, I mean, Love must be cramping up.
Yeah, they are. Theragunning, I think is what it is. His calves, both of them.
Under 5 on the play clock. 14:57 to go in the game. Philly's got the ball in Green Bay territory at the 40-ish.
Wide open.
Wow, wide open.
1st down.
Wide open. 1st down for their backup tight end. Calcaterra. Something like that is his name. And here we go. Hurts, empty set, going no huddle. 1st and 10. They're on the 21.5.
Gotta get a stop to this.
And Hurts drops back. God, again. It's been a repeated issue where Philly runs this little curl route, and then Green Bay's defender, rather than hitting the guy, winds up going off just to the side. Was Nixon expecting him to turn and go upfield rather than following his momentum to the inside? I don't understand that. And it's been a repeated thing in this game. So now Philly's got a 1st down on the 11. Hurts in shotgun, takes a snap, and he keeps it. Oh, very nice. There we go. Nixon makes up for it.
Jalen Hurts can keep the ball more often.
Yeah, it's working very well whenever he does. Nixon, Clark, I think Preston was in on that.
Yep.
That should be a nice loss. 2nd down upcoming for Philly. 13:35 to go in the game.
Cam Keppel saying, good news, Jordan take checkdowns, but Philly creeping, they want the pick 6, and it makes me a little nervous. Matt calling up mostly good game outside of inside runs. Just got to capitalize.
I do think at this juncture, the offense is now frustrated. It's out of sync. What worked last year for that, I don't know as if it would work again this year. Oh, Nixon, you nearly had it. Dang. They get pressure on Hurts. Hurts makes a terribly ill-advised throw, and Nixon nearly had himself a pick 6, but he couldn't hang on. But what worked last year to help get them out of that funk occasionally was a no-huddle drive. And frankly, if I were LaFleur, that's what I'd be dialing up right now.
Oh, that was
Nixon.
so close. That was right in his hands.
Yeah, I think you can say Nixon should have had that.
Yeah.
But that's why corners don't play wide receiver. 3rd and 13. Oh, that would have been big. That would have been big.
So good.
To not allow Philly to score here at all. 3rd and 13. Got to get this stop.
Yes.
Cannot allow a touchdown here. And play clock. It hit 0. Just not full zeros, I guess.
Hurts
rolling out to the right. He's throwing to the end zone. Everyone's picked. Put your butt down. Plant your butt down. What are we doing?
He's going. And hold on to the ball.
Jair didn't know that guy was there. But Jair gets the pick. Oh, God. Okay. They got Hurts on the run.
Yes.
And Jair made the play. Nice. Nice, Jair. Woo-wee.
Yes. That is how you beat Jalen Hurts.
Yep. Make him get sloppy.
Yes.
Woo, Brett. You might have been onto something.
Not over yet.
That's right. A huge turnover. To not give up any points there and keep the lead at 5 or the deficit at 5. Huge. Huge.
Chris Hand, don't forget the Douglas interception versus Arizona a few years ago.
Talk about
that
a fun
was
game.
Perfect timing.
Perfect time. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Manifesting.
See,
All right.
so like what I was just talking about was last year, LaFleur would occasionally dial up like this no huddle stuff. He would look at his young offense and say like, y'all are frustrated. So stop thinking. Stop being frustrated. Just go play football. And they would occasionally, they didn't, in my opinion, y'all remember how critical I was of LaFleur at the halfway juncture last year and saying, stop calling it like these guys are one, babies or way too freaking old. Let them go ball out like they want to. Frankly, here, probably what I would be dialing up. If I were LaFleur, I'd be going into the bag right now and saying, like, these are the plays we're going to rip off, and we're going to do it quick. We're going to get Philadelphia on their heels, and we're going to get you guys out of your heads.
Yeah.
That's what I would say right here.
I don't even know if I would go as far as saying that Matt LaFleur's play calling isn't, working.
Yeah, I'm not willing to fault the game plan here.
But they're getting frustrated by it's not flowing as it should. The connection isn't there.
Timing's
there's
off.
Drops. There's timing issues. Just get out there and play with play the game.
The fix to that with a young team is to get them out of their heads and just go. And that's what I'd be dialing up. All right, Kevin's saying.
Thank you, Ja.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Commander G-Man saying, yeah, that was huge.
It was,
also
totally.
saying, gotta love when DVs think they are return men. But nice pick.
Right. Ja was hoping to find a lane. He wanted to take the lead back on that play.
He wanted to pick.
The only problem was he didn't know a Philly receiver was way closer to him than he thought.
Esteban saying, time for Jordan Love to start earning that $220
It would be nice. This has not been Jordan's finest night.
Yep. Kevin Keppel saying, now if my Madden game is right, we go score on a pass-heavy drive where we dominate now. That'd be nice. The end zone, Ja pick is right on time.
Right. This is where I dial up tight end attack and then roll out left.
I mean, this is the time. Flip that switch. Take this and run with it.
Here we go. Read in motion, going.
Read in lots of motion.
Yeah, but it's all for a handoff to Jacobs, who's got himself a lane. There he goes, and he spatters the tackle, and he's going up. He gets nearly to midfield, a 20-plus yard run for Josh Jacobs, breaking one tackle, beautifully blocked. I think that was another one between the guard and tackle. Let's see exactly where it was here. No, it was off tackle, or actually, no, where did that actually wind up? There were several holes that opened up, and so Jacobs goes, nice carry, Josh Jacobs.
I really, really like what they're doing with Jaden Reed in these run routes, which is doing Josh Jacobs a lot of favors. They are making the Eagles think that they're going to do something with Jaden Reed. They are making him run around all over. So much motion.
And another fake to Jaden Reed on an end around there.
Can't do it too many times, though, because then they catch on.
That time, Philly didn't bite.
But that just opens up a lane for Josh Jacobs because it divides the attention and makes the defense have to think too much.
Yeah, Nakobe Dean's having a great game. Great game thus far. Oh,
that was
Brown was definitely open. Woo-wee. Oh, it hurts. Look sad. Let's see here. Gary, find a way to get the ball to Reed. Hey, at least they're using him as a decoy at the very least, right? Love in shotgun, static, no motion here. 2nd and 11. He takes a snap, dumps it off to Christian Watson on a quick curl. Gain of 6. Sets up 3rd and couple. 3rd and 5-ish. Peacock. Knock it off. Just buffered again. All right. Ayahuasca.
Positive vibes. That's right.
Yes, let's do it.
3rd and 5.
Oh, there's Josh Jacobs. Yeah, isn't it nice? He's up to 13 for 76 now. Ish. Maybe like.
Empty set.
Right in there.
Oh, we're making some adjustments.
3rd and 5. Empty for Love. He's got trips off to the right. 2 receivers off to the left.
Takes a snap. Drops
back. A deep drop back.
Time.
And he's going deep.
Come on.
A wide open Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed with a big first down.
Yes. That was a gorgeous throw. Gorgeous catch.
Whoo, we love it.
Right? Taking our time.
We love it. The other side of our lives, the memorabilia business, is heavily invested in Jaden Reed's personal success. So we like this.
Don't you also have him in fantasy?
I have him on one of my couple fantasy teams, yes. So
we appreciate Jaden Reed in multiple aspects.
Not going to lie, he's on my bench this week, though. Don't judge. It's a 6-team league. The teams are stacked. And I needed to see how this would shake out a little bit. All right, here we go. First down now for Love. Love's under center. He takes the snap and he hands it off to Emmanuel Wilson, who begins to lose his footing, but breaking a tackle helps him regain his footing and gets nearly a first down. Should be about 9.5. Yeah.
9.5.
Now we cooking.
Yes.
Now we cooking.
Keep this momentum.
Keep it fast.
Yes.
Keep it fast. Get up to the line. Let's go.
Yeah.
4 carries for 46 yards for Emmanuel Wilson. You love to see it.
A great game.
He is.
Which is really, really good because
and I've been critical of Wilson before.
Me too.
But this is I'm very impressed by the way Emmanuel Wilson is running tonight.
All right, 2nd and 1. You can see the end zone.
Love takes a snap and he rolls out after the play action. Nowhere really to go, so he hits his check down and Emmanuel Wilson, who gets clobbered, but still nonetheless a first down. Ayahuasca saying.
Wilson belongs in this league, and he's
showing it tonight.
Feeling the league tonight. He is getting a little bit battered, but
and I'm very excited to see add in Marshawn Lloyd to this combo of running backs. It's 3 different running backs, and that's going to be nice to see. Not as different as if like Dylan were mixed in there, but this 3, it's going to be a nice combo for sure.
All right, 1st and 10. Watson with a little bit of motion.
Kraft and Watson ran into each other, but it's a handoff to Jacobs.
Who keeps pushing.
Push to the body. And he gets up to about the 8. So gain of about 5. 2nd down.
We'll take it.
When the play very first started, I think it was Watson and I think Kraft just straight up ran into each other. That's the kind of execution that's just a little off right now.
We are a young team.
There it is. Jacobs in the second half, 9 for 76.
We are a young team. And every now and then, it just pokes out a little bit.
Man, I'm getting tired. 8:12 to go.
2nd and 5.
It's week 1. Gotta get my endurance up. All right, Love under center takes a snap. Drops back, but pressure's coming from both sides.
And
Love throws out of the back of the end zone. Ooh, that's a Brazilian souvenir right there for somebody. That's nice.
They don't get to keep it, though, do they?
At a game, yeah, they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Good for them.
At training camp, you don't. But in a game, yeah, there's not like some legal official that goes up into the stands.
A lot of pressure in there.
Nah, that's a souvenir ball.
They are fighting for it.
Absolutely. They get 1 game ever. They want it. 8:01 to go in the game. 3rd and 5. Green Bay's got to cook here.
Yeah.
Can't let this slip through their fingers again, down 5. Ball on the 8. Love in shotgun. Empty set. 2 to the right, 3 to the left.
Come on, Love.
He drops back. Pressure coming up the middle. Throws to the back of the end zone. No flag as Dobbs is pushed forward. I think that was Avonte Maddox pushing him. But it was, trying to think of how to say this. The clean push.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just skied. I mean, that was a good yard above where Dobbs was anyway. Love. I know there was pressure coming up the middle, but that was still a high throw from Love.
And here comes the kicker.
Okay, Narveson. Here we go.
Redeem yourself.
Ayahuasca, we would be so far gone right now, man. Hoo-wee. Narveson up. Good. Right down the middle. Good. Makes it 31-29.
All right.
All right, come on, D.
Right.
Ayahuasca, we would not be speaking right now.
This game is way too long for any of that shenanigans.
Wow. All right, 31-29. So Green Bay at least chips away. Just again, kind of unsatisfying that they can't finish the drive.
Yeah.
According to ESPN right now, Philadelphia is at a 55% win percentage probability with their 2-point lead with 7:52 to go. Love still sitting at under 50% completion, 16 of 33 for 227, 2 touchdowns and a pick. But Josh Jacobs' numbers, he's beginning to look better. 15 carries for 80 yards. Jaden Reed, the apple of my eye, 3 catches, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. All right, so there you go. Josh Jacobs looking better. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're at officially what left in the game clock?
Don't know. They're
Oh.
not gonna tell you.
A 7-ish. 7:52 to go in the game. Captain Kevin's saying, Madden anxiety is different, bro. Should make me shaking sometimes. See, I never get that anxious in Madden. Just call tight end attack, roll out to the left. You're good. Hit the tight end or the wide receiver. That's been my cheat play for years.
Jordan Love must be cramping. He is
Again.
pounding bananas. And they are
wow.
continuing
Wow.
to use the Theraguns on his calves.
Yeah, he's got to be cramping up. Why though? Why? I know it's warm, but yeah, I don't know. Ayahuasca.
To a segment in Portuguese.
All I got is Vi Packers Vi. I got that from Jane Reed. That's all I got. Ayahuasca.
Yeah, no.
So how you getting? Ooh, Chris Hand. Chris Hand feeling it.
Interception coming. Just saying.
Feeling it. All right.
A Jalen Hurts interception.
The positive vibes.
I'm going to make that known.
The positive vibes.
Wilson looks great. Yes, he does.
Yes, indeed. By the way, no one said it, but I'll say it. Throw a like on the video. I hate pandering for that kind of crap, but like, throw a like on the video. Help us out a little bit. Any way you can. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Kick from Narveson, 7:52 to go in the game. Kick goes into the end zone. Caught by Kenneth Gainwell and kneed by Kenneth Gainwell. So, touchback. Philadelphia going to take over at the 30. Still 7:52 to go.
Ayahuasca saying expected more Packers jerseys in the crowd, to be honest.
I did too, honestly. But
Yeah.
they're not showing a ton of crowd shots.
No, and I noticed this before. I mentioned it before as well. When they were singing the Brazil national anthem, they were going and showing the crowd and those who were singing along. And I gotta say, I'm like 99% sure that every single Brazilian that they showed was in a Packers jersey, or not in an Eagles jersey.
Barkley with the carry, but Quay Walker with the outstanding run stop. Loss of a couple there for Barkley.
Quay making up for some of his misses. Chad saying Love has been hitting coffee shops, South America's #1 cash.
Yeah, he and everyone else were under direct orders to not leave the hotel. So maybe the hotel won.
Yeah. Michael saying, hope coach sees how important missing that 2-point conversion is. I never go for 2 unless the game is on the line. It makes no sense.
You know, given the penalty, moved them up to the 1. I'm fine with going for 2. Yeah. What I was not fine with was not running any misdirect. Like, that was just straight up a halfback dive to Josh Jacobs. And that play against Philly's front is going to fail.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to fail more often than it's going to work. And so I didn't have an issue with going for 2. But I felt like what they did in going for 2 was just an abysmal decision.
In the first quarter, they really, really tried to go up the middle, and they did not give any help to Josh Jacobs. And that's coming to bite us, I think.
Ayahuasca, we have noticed Bullard tonight. Very, very inconsistent. He's over-pursued some things, but he's also made some tackles.
Yeah.
So
he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's showing his rookie.
Have not seen a lot of Evan Williams, though. I know we talked about that at halftime.
Hurts is still
Hurts has got all the time in the world, but LVN breaks free.
Come on,
LVN in pursuit. He doesn't know LVN's there, but he still gets the throw off, and we got a flag. Of course we have a flag.
Well, yeah.
But you could just see it there. LVN broke free. Hurts had no idea he was there. It was so close.
What is it gonna be?
Holding on the defense.
Jair.
5-yard penalty. 6:59 to go in the game.
We got to be clean.
Automatic first down. The automatic first down.
Where? I'm sorry. Where? I'm not one to go, that wasn't holding.
Not to mention that flag came in minutes after the transgression must have occurred.
That was a Not great call.
Saquon breaking free, gain of about 8. McDuffie dragging him down from behind.
That was extremely questionable.
I'm not digging that
Janelle
call.
is agreeing that was a weak call on Jair.
Yeah,
that was not a hold. Yeah, that was. I'm not one to do that, but that was a very, very weak call.
Well, and such a monumental thing too. Like in the fourth, in this situation, you just gave them a free first down for that.
Yeah, that was 2nd and 1.
All right, Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley, going up the middle. That's first down.
Got the first down, but they held him. Ray, yeah.
Weak. Ray saying he didn't even grab him.
Yeah, his hands were flat the entire time, and there wasn't even the hugging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a bad call.
Brutal phantom call, slipping, sold it.
That could be maybe the ref, but I mean, it was even a late throw.
Yeah. Janelle need to stop. Yes. Yeah.
Very much so. I mean, they could withstand giving up a field goal. A touchdown could potentially be a backbreaker with the amount of time left and how the offense is playing. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. 5:35 in the game.
1st and 10.
And Hurts just realized the play clock was at 0.
Is that a delay game?
Did they get the timeout in? Yep, they got the timeout in. So Sirianni realized that the play clock was at 0, even if Hurts didn't.
Hurts
timeout Philly.
He's been letting that play clock go down quite a bit. There was one where he kind of got lucky in that he snapped the ball just in time. There was probably points of a second.
It was 0 on the clock, but it didn't get to true 0.
But he's been toying with that.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's saying Zebra's definitely crapping on Green Bay. Eagles holding and not getting called.
Yeah, I at least understand the holding call on Rasheed Walker earlier. I at least get that one. The jaw hold was crap. And I want to take more of a look at Philly's line. It wouldn't shock me at all if they are holding somewhat.
All right.
Okay. 5:33 to go. 31-29. Philly still up. 1st and 10. They got the ball at about the 44. Under 5 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap. Empty set. And he winds up trying to roll.
Scramble.
Come on, everybody. No. But Hurts winds up scrambling. Gains about 6. And Egbare nearly got to him. But still Hurts a little bit too quick. Gain of 6 on the scramble.
Captain Cowell saying Hurts apparently making more checks at the line this year as Kelsey did 99% before.
And I saw that even Hurts talked about that in a couple interviews. So it used to be that in terms of
2nd and 2,
identifying the defense, all that kind of stuff, it was Jason Kelsey who did it, not Hurts. Another flag. And that's kind of rare for a quarterback not to do it, but Hurts' job over the last couple of years has been go out and do what you're told. But now without Kelsey there, they're handing the reins over to Hurts to identify the defense and
there we go.
Back them up, back them up, back them up, back them up.
Illegal formation on the Eagles.
Lane's like, me? Yes, you.
What?
How? Show it. Do
nothing.
Is it because he's too far back? Oh, yeah, because he's too far back. Yeah, okay. 2nd and 7 now for Philly. They are now on the 42-yard line on their own side of the field. They haven't quite cracked the midfield yet. Hurts takes the snap. It's fake to hand off to Gainwell. Ooh! Nearly picked Jair. Brown was all over him from behind. It was almost a sack.
There's a flag. Goodness gracious. Please let it be an over the back.
No. They're calling it on Jair based on his reaction.
For what?
Oh, hey, all right.
All right.
There we go. Maybe Jair was upset because he didn't get a flag on Brown?
Maybe.
Because Brown smothered him.
Yeah, and I think that's...
So, yeah, I mean, Jair with excellent coverage on Brown.
Yeah, that. He hugged him before is what I'm sure Jair was hoping for.
Yeah, but...
Not enough.
Right, yeah.
That's what Jair's getting.
I personally probably wouldn't have called that because the offensive player does have a right to the ball.
3rd and 7.
All right, 3rd and 7.
Keep it going. Do it again. But actually catch it this time.
All right, under 5 on the play clock. It's ticking
3,
down. 2 backs back
2.
in shotgun with Hurts. He takes the snap. Extra protection for
He's
Philly.
got time. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, he does.
He's
he's running. He's running up the middle. Come on, don't let him get it. Don't let him get it.
Down.
There we go. Quay was there.
And there's
Another
flag.
flag.
Goodness
Jesus.
gracious. Keep that thing in your pocket. Swear to God, if it's going to be roughing the passer. It's going to be... I swear to God, if it's roughing the passer.
Well, it better not be. He's a runner at that point.
Well, yeah, but... Do you know what it is?
I don't. I have no idea what this could be.
Holding.
Holding on the defensive tackle?
Automatic first down. Are you kidding me? Where's that? Where's that? Who the hell is that? Who's 77? Who his jersey? He's holding Green Bay's jersey up here. Where's the holding on that? Baloney. Baloney. Goodness gracious. Keep the thing in your pocket if you can't do it right.
4:21 to go. Saquon brought down after a couple yard gain, sets up 2nd down. Gavin Kebbles, we're now over that.
Yeah.
We're now at quintillion.
Yes. That was bad.
That was
calls.
crap. It should have been at a minimum offsetting. I get why they called it on Kenny because he turned Saquon, but there absolutely should have been a flag. Not on Carl Brooks, but on the guy blocking.
I thought it was good. I thought he was holding his
Come on,
face
Tuffy. Hurts gets out of the pocket. He's scrambling. Stokes meets him, but Hurts is too strong. That should be a first down for Philly.
Yeah, that will be. That's some terrible calls in a row. That is against Green Bay. I'm not one to call on the refs, but that is, yeah. I mean, you just Stokes is not going to bring down Hurts. He's
never going to.
He's not big enough.
All right, so 3:07 to go. Under 10 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Saquon, who just gives himself up. There was nowhere to go for good old Saquon.
Absolutely stuff him.
Under 3 to go. 30 seconds on the play clock. Philly is definitely going to take their time. Green Bay does still have all 3 timeouts remaining, but they got to get a stop.
Second and 13.
Green Bay's defense starting to look a little tired. A lot of huffing and puffing.
.226 left in the game.
Under 6 on the play clock. Hurts, there's
Come
pressure.
on,
Complete
stop
to Javon Bullard. What the?
Tackle. What is wrong with you people? Your job is to tackle. If you can't do it, go back to high school.
Neighbors are going to call and bitch about you?
I don't care.
2:15 to go. All right.
That
so
was
Javon Bullard.
absolutely pathetic.
Doesn't matter what kind of scheme you call if you can't tackle. Javon Bullard, Joe Alexander, they screwed up. At least McKinney brought him down. That's cool. First down. And there goes their first timeout. Ayahuasca. Right as you say, we interestingly have all of our timeouts. No more. Now we're down to 2. 2:15 to go.
Absolutely awful.
Come on, D. Come on. Come on. You can still shut him down. Still can get a turnover. Still can give up a field goal and still have a chance, too. All right, Hurts and shotgun. They're at about the 19-yard line. Under 5 on the play clock. Again, Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Very expected. A
Big,
carry up the
massive
middle.
people, gain
McDuffie and
Not a
Slayton.
whole lot.
Ayahuasca saying, I just realized that the Eagles' helmets are black. They are. The Eagles are technically wearing all white and black, except for the one like green stripe on their pants.
Well, and their
You
numbers.
just can't really tell.
Their numbers are they're.
And there goes Green Bay. Second timeout, 2:10 to go. Fleur just looks sad. Jeremy saying, I love the emotional reaction. Sadly, the emotions aren't happy ones. Very frustrating. Frustrating game. I am going to put out, I think I'm actually going to go live instead of recording something. Like right after the game. Like 5-10 minutes after the game, I'm going to go live. Just with initial reaction to the game. So if y'all want more of this, I'll be there. So that'll be later this evening. Mark saying his Petton's still available. I'm not getting on any type of fire Halfley train. And big reason why. Does not matter what scheme you run if you can't tackle.
Yep.
They're tackling it still last year.
2nd and 8, 2:10 left in the game. 5 seconds on the play clock.
Hurts takes a snap and he's throwing to the left. Complete.
Wide open and a first down.
That was a slant to Devonta Smith. First down. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
And that is with Green Bay only having one timeout. That is going to darn near end it.
Wide open.
Gabble saying tough situation. Both teams will look vastly different when they rematch. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is neither one of their games, though the Eagles certainly seem to be pulling it together more, especially on the offensive side.
The crazy thing is it feels so much like last night's game. Kansas City, Baltimore. I don't know if any of you watched that. But it feels so much like this is two really good teams who is not playing well tonight. And it's like this contest of who can be barely less sloppy than the other one. They're going to come out victorious. That's exactly what last night felt like to me. And that is just, that's the product on the field this evening. Who can be slightly less sloppy? Well, it's been Philadelphia. And they are on the precipice of victory. Sometimes it's all it is.
Cameron Keppel saying Philly is a big team of big players. Asking your corners to play linebacker late in the game is tough business.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Ultimately, like I do have to say to this point, it doesn't feel like this completely different, revitalized defense. It does feel like it's a lot of the same players running around doing a lot of the same things. Now, it'll be interesting after the game to see like what the data says about what kind of alignments they used most often, stuff like that. I'm sure there will be differences between the two. But I said one of the keys of the game was to make Philly the offense that they were last year. Meaning, I wanted Philly to take deep shot after deep shot. They haven't done that at all. Like Green Bay has not forced Philadelphia to dictate or dictated that Philadelphia operates in that way at all. And that's a good way to get picked apart against a Kellen Moore offense. Offensively, Green Bay's just been off. Like the run game has at least come to life a little bit in the second half, but this has not exactly been an impressive game from Jordan Love. I think we can say that. The wide receivers haven't exactly done him a lot of favors outside of Jaden Reed. Is it doom and gloom? Is this the season's over? No, absolutely not. But it does feel awfully reminiscent of how they started last year. Let's see what we got here.
Mark's saying refs are sloppy. Saw lots of holds on Philly on offense with no call. I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Philly, 1st and goal. Handoff to Barkley. Gain of a couple.
Let's see what else we got here.
Michael saying Philly hasn't played well. The refs just helping them win. They haven't played great, but they're pulling it together more than Green Bay is, especially on the offense.
I would just say, like, I haven't had an issue with every call, right?
Yeah.
There could have been more on Philly. But, like, I would say, in spite of all of that, this should have been a win for Green Bay.
Yeah.
Right? Like, go back to the first half. You get 2 first half turnovers, and you turn it into a grand total of 6
And I think
points?
if you look play by play at the missed opportunities,
Yeah.
there are more missed opportunities on the Green Bay side than there are on the Philly side.
100%. 100%.
And when you see that, that's how you know you lost the game.
See, and that's why it's tough for me personally. I'm not going to sit here and say that the refs have been fantastic. I'm not going to say that they haven't like favored Philly in some way, but I'm just saying when that case is also true.
2nd and goal, handoff to Barkley, and
Barkley gets up to the 1 unless they give it to him.
if it's not in, it's damn close.
They're going to mark him at the 1. But when it's also true that Green Bay left point after point after point on the board, when Green Bay has looked so erratic offensively, it's really hard for me then to just point at the refs and be like, well, it's their fault. No, because if Green Bay wouldn't have called the most predictable play in the world on a 2-point conversion from the 1 as a halfback dive against Philadelphia's defensive tackles, which they have no business calling, well, maybe the game is different. Or if you don't get 6 points off of 2 turnovers in the first half, well, maybe the game is different. And that's why I can't just like look at the refs and be like, no, it's their fault. No. Green Bay, I'm not going to say that they played well.
No.
Now, it's a testament to them that they hung tight with Philadelphia and made it a game. Still, though, kind of hard to say that they deserve to win either.
Let's see here. Commando G-Man saying new season, same feeling about defense so far.
Give it time, but yeah.
Ayahuasca, our international record isn't ideal. You're not wrong.
Barring a miracle, they will be going to 0-2, which, yes, very far from it. And both of them have the same feel.
Yes. Commando G-Man, yep. And then offense just was not consistent. There was not the connection.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't there. Cryptic, refs F the pack per usual.
They didn't help.
Packers got beat deep.
Oh, wow. They're going with the brotherly shove here on 3rd and goal.
Oh! Quay Walker.
Oh, goodness. Oh, they didn't even do the brotherly shove.
Holy crow. Quay just went, he Superman'd over that.
Oh, because he fumbled the snap. That's why it wound up in the running back's hands, and that's what allowed Walker the time to obliterate Jalen Hurts.
It is extremely interesting to see Jason Kelce, far more than any other center I think we've seen in the NFL, has been such an integral part of the Philly offense. And this is first season without him, first game without him, and you're really seeing it. And it's very interesting, like you were saying with the reading the defense and telling him what to do, you can see that Jalen Hurts is having to adjust. Now this is Philly's play. This is theirs. The brotherly shove, the tush push, whatever you want to call it, that's Philly's.
Yeah.
And now that Kelce is not at center, it'll be an interesting learning curve to see for them.
Yeah, you can tell they're adapting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, Kevin Kebbels, Packers got beat deep one too many times for them, I think, to keep man blitzing. Got tired, got big long conversation, and Green Bay just seems to struggle.
But the thing is, they didn't even get beat that often deep. Like, yeah, they gave up the one huge play to AJ Brown, but other than that, there weren't deep shot after deep shot. And I think it would have been more advantageous if they would have forced Philly to take deep shot after deep shot.
All right, here's
All
their
right.
field goal attempt.
So, and Green Bay is going to get the ball back with some time. Like, we're going to be in miracle territory.
Yeah.
But that third
Kick
down
is
at
good.
least gave Green Bay a chance. A little sliver. We're going to have a chance. All right, so that makes it 30. Oh, but there's a flag.
Are you kidding me?
God. Another flag
I
on a
think
field goal?
I'm going to take this flag and burn it. I don't care who it's on.
Unreal.
I honestly don't care.
Offsides.
Of course it is.
Never mind.
Why not?
Oh, they declined the penalty. Why?
Interesting.
Interesting. Huh. Okay.
But yeah, these flags are honestly kind of making me go absolutely insane.
All right, 27 seconds. Positive vibes for 27 seconds. Game's not done.
Cryptic still can't stop the run, and kicker is still shitty. I mean, Saquon Barkley is Saquon Barkley. Kicker missed one. He's a rookie. Cam Kebbles, Eagles playing keep away better than us in the second half, and that will do it.
Sure.
Overall, I see things I like a lot, to be honest, long term. I agree with that. I think
Yeah,
there's definitely spot to hope. It's the first game.
As I said, I don't want to sound doom and gloom. This is just frustrating because we've seen this before.
Yes.
All right, let's see what else we got here while we got
Gary
time.
Freeze, thanks for hanging. Thank you for hanging with us,
Yeah.
Gary Freeze. We
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely,
you.
Gary. Thank you.
Mark saying, love your Hall of Fame jacket.
Thanks, Mark.
Kevin Kebbles reminds me of the 49ers game. One team just was a bit more veteran and consistent down the stretch.
Yeah, I can get with that. Although it just doesn't. This game never quite had the full feel of like, oh, we're coasting through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I would say. Whoa! The kick, okay, we're returning it.
Okay, Nixon's down at the 15.
So Nixon brought it out of the end zone, and it cost him a couple seconds and 15 yards because he's brought down at the 15. I would have rather had an offensive play even tonight than that.
Big Al Philly has exposed the Packers' aggressive defense. Makes me think about Barry defensive philosophy.
See, I don't know as if I'd go that far
Me
though.
either. I wouldn't.
Because I wouldn't say that Green Bay was overly aggressive. Like, yeah, there was the big play to AJ Brown, but beyond that, they didn't run that much press man and were unsuccessful.
All right.
And it's not like they were running 7-man blitz all the time.
Shotgun takes a snap. He's running.
He's rolling out to the right. Josh Myers slips.
Throwing it.
That's a
to Reed, and he catches it. He caught that.
They're up to midfield or thereabouts. 15 seconds to go.
That was beautiful, and he got out of bounds. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the Packers are out of timeouts.
That was beautiful.
Nice. So they're up to the
All right.
49. Still need 51 yards. Come on, Love.
Ooh.
Come on, Love. Come on! Oh, Jesus. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Okay. That was an absolute cluster. But he kept it alive, tossed it to
Ayahuasca, it's cramping.
Jacobs.
And now he's hurt.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And now he is writhing in pain on the ground. Never mind. Terrible time to click on that one. It was cramps.
Yeah.
Now he's writhing in pain.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got a limp for sure. but the left foot is still kind of bending as he's like walking with help. Kinda. They're not letting it bend much. What, Myers is walking off too?
Yeah.
All right, so Ryan is going to shift over to center, probably, based upon what they've done in camp. Ryan is probably going to shift to center. Morgan will go in at right guard. And in comes brand new backup, Malik Willis. And LaFleur going, you ready for this?
Right? We didn't bring Clifford, who knows the offense, so 6 seconds left. Way to make your debut with the Packers. I'm hoping that that is not serious. Not
Incomplete
the
to
best pass.
Dobbs. 3 seconds to go.
That was thrown quite behind him.
Well, they didn't have a prayer in hell anyway.
Yeah.
When you need 54 yards in 5 seconds or whatever it is, throwing a 3-yard curl, not your best game plan
Love
for winning.
is on the bench. So also I understand it. I hate when Love goes down and the first thing that comes out of the announcer's mouth.
Oh, Willis slips. Willis sacked. Jesus Christ.
The first thing out of the announcer's mouth is his contract.
Yeah, but being the highest paid player in the NFL,
I
and that
know.
contract being brand new.
I get it. I don't care.
Because to casual fans or to people who are skeptical of Love, that is the first thing that comes to mind when you say Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Is all that money. So to a national audience, is what it is.
Get it. Still don't care.
Well, that's that. I got to be honest, folks. We've kind of talked about everything that's gone wrong. Frankly, though, nothing matters until we find out about Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing. Because, like, we need to find out about that before. Of course, there's things to get upset about. There's things to be frustrated with. There's, things that, a couple positives here and there, right? But for the sake of the season, nothing matters until we find out about that guy right there. So, look, I'm just going to say this. If you don't listen to anything else from me tonight, tomorrow, whatever, it's week 1. Yeah, we need to find out about Jordan Love. It's week 1 for a very, very young team. And I'm not looking to understate. I also want to be careful not to overstate. This is week 1, a horrifically sloppy game. That needs to be fixed. And that's the matter. It's not a season ender. It's disappointing. It's not the end of anything. But now we got to find out about our quarterback. So, all right, everybody. We're going to jump. We're going to end this session at least. Mm-hmm. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm going to catch up on Twitter, see what news I missed. Whatever. I'm going to be back in like 10 minutes, opening up a new live just to digest this game. So if you want to hang out for a couple minutes more, if you want to talk about this, I'll be there. And we're going to try really hard to keep everything in reason or within rationalness for what this means for week 1. And then hopefully as we're going, we'll get some news on Jordan Love. Hopefully. All right, everybody. If you're done for the night, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I know it didn't end the way that we wanted, but nonetheless, as always, and sometimes now more than ever, go Pack, go.